This is not real.
Hey there, everybody.
I'm your host, Ralph Napoleon. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Daniel Graham.
Hello.
And Robert Corelli.
Wow. What's up?
We are joined by our guest, Ian Brash.
Thank you for having me. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
What?
He just called himself a shot caller.
Yo, for real. Like, did he just take that from me? This is crazy. He just took that from me on my own show. That's crazy. What's going on, gentlemen? What's happening? We
Chilling.
worked again, like every Tuesday. Rob doesn't work. Piss me off.
He does.
It's really upsetting.
Then again, you don't work either no more.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
putting it out there.
Yeah.
I mean, do I?
You don't.
I do.
I think
You
I see
show
Dan
up.
more than Ralph.
You see
Ralph's in the
Dan?
office.
I
Yeah.
think so.
What?
Yeah.
You're in the office.
Why? You are so mad.
And then I actually
was
thought
mad.
I've
I
seen
think we're
Rob,
just observing.
and then I realized I hadn't.
Huh?
Ever.
What'd you say?
I thought I'd seen Robin for overtime, and then when he said one time in 11 years, I was like, I guess I haven't.
No, you probably like it was probably a shadow of him, like
It was just somebody else wearing an Under Armour hat. I was like,
a phantom. But then again, we think that you look like Rob, so we always say it.
Yeah.
I could be a
No.
That's
son.
some racist shit, but it's
I've
cool.
never thought
What
that
do you
or
mean
heard that.
racist shit?
It's white guys with beards.
Yeah.
And like,
Basically, we're
our
rednecks,
heads.
so,
Look at that. Look. It's too
Come on,
close.
say it.
I've never heard that.
What?
Nobody's
he
ever
said that's
that.
why we say it, and Dan goes, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think.
We've never said it.
Anyway,
It's Ralph and the voices in his head.
I mean, maybe. You guys wear cowboy boots. What's up with cowboy boots now?
Yeah, they're easy to get on.
Easy to take off.
Yeah.
Don't understand.
Go with anything.
What?
Except for ice. They do not comply with ice.
No, you kill yourself.
Exactly.
Like
just get
an
some
8
sandals.
inches of snow, an 1/8 inch of snow.
1/8 inch.
It's
An
like
8 inch.
slick as
you
anything.
go out and you die.
It's like walking in
Yeah.
like a bowling alley.
Yep.
Yo,
It's just
we
polished leather on the bottom. There's no
seriously?
lines. There's no grippies.
I
So-
mean, I have small lines, but it's like bald, like
I have
summer
no
tires
lines on
in the
mine.
winter, basically.
Yeah.
So we asked Ian if he had spurs on the back. Dan was like, "Yo,
I
you
couldn't
got those
think of the
little
word
things,
spurs.
like the things."
The little
Ching,
spinning
ching,
things.
ching.
I used to have spurs.
See,
Did you
that's
really?
One though.
To
What?
me, that's real
I
cowboy.
only have
boots.
one on.
Like if
Just
I don't hear
to
you
kick the
coming,
horse.
you don't have real boots.
Well, you have a heel too. It's a pretty solid heel.
Is it?
I mean,
you
if
can
you
only
look at
have it on your left boot though.
I mean,
What, the spinning thing?
the spurt.
I thought it was on both.
Well, I rode motorcycles, so you can only put it on one.
I mean, if you have it on
Why?
the other side,
You had to
does
kick your motorcycle to get it to go?
that mean
Yeah.
anything?
No,
No.
it's just when you're trying to get off. A lot of times you'll.
Oh, you're gonna tear the seat.
Yeah, you'll hook the spur and fall over. So you just
That's
wear
scary.
one.
What if it got like caught in the
Is
chain
that
or
like only
something?
getting your left ear pierced kind of thing?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
A
was
lot of people thought
just
that,
gonna
but it's
say
just
that.
because like you can't get off your bike.
Makes
Swing
sense.
your leg back.
I mean, what do you? Does
Did
everybody
you
ride
wear the
bikes?
leather chaps too? Was that what was
I
stopping
wore
you?
chaps. I wore chaps in the winter. I had a pair.
Isn't that the little ass things?
It's the little
No,
low ass
seriously.
thing.
They make
That's
it
what I mean.
assless chaps.
I mean,
Well,
I
Oh,
know
those
they
are
all
no, they're
chaps
all
are
assless.
All
Yeah.
chaps are assless.
Because you wear them, you're supposed to wear them over your
All
jeans.
chaps are assless.
The things
Yeah,
you
that's
probably
what
wear, they
chaps
don't have
are.
anything on underneath. But
What?
If they have,
This is new to me.
if they have an ass in them, then they're just leather pants.
yeah,
That makes
is
sense.
that for mobility?
No, it's just for convenience. Like having a pair. I used to keep a pair of leather chaps in my saddlebag, and like literally, it's just you throw it on like a belt, and it's like two big flaps of leather, and you go zip zip, and then you have like winter pants on.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
cool.
So all right.
Oh, what's the point of it?
Yo. Yeah.
Break wind, like to break the wind off you, like when you're driving because it's cold.
Don't,
Yeah.
On a
don't you do that when you
motorcycle?
Yeah.
fart?
Why are you driving in the winter?
I drove year round.
Yo, bro, do you know how many people drive in the wintertime? It's ridiculous.
Motorcycles?
Yeah. Yo, they wear like a heated suit.
Snow.
I don't
No,
understand.
in
it.
other states I understand
No.
it, but here we have
No.
snow. You
Here,
can't do that.
No,
shit.
I'm telling you,
Here.
people do it.
I drove year round as long as there's no snow on
Do
the
you have
ground.
studded snow tires for
No.
like your Harley?
No, those are like Beamer guys.
Huh?
BMW guys.
Seriously?
Yeah, they put studded snows on. Those guys just ride through Canada and shit.
That's crazy to me.
Yo,
Those
I
are-
can see like enduro bikes, like more like dirt bikes, but I couldn't see like actual like Harleys or anything like
yo,
that.
listen,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, because you know we're probably gonna be like doing a lot of overtime through the wintertime. Yo, I guarantee you, like on A1 more during first shift, Monday through Friday shit. You're gonna see more like motorcycles. I guarantee you during the wintertime. I just be like, what?
There's one dude I know he rides late. I don't think he rides through the snow though. From shipping
You
Megamind.
don't drive through.
Oh,
the
really?
snow.
Jeff
The
Jones?
dude that
Yeah, Jeff Jones. Toe shoes?
toe shoes.
That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
that's
yeah.
how I know Megamind is because of you. I never thought of it until
Oh,
I
really?
saw him take his hat off.
Yo, crazy.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Yo, I never noticed how big his head was. Like, he's got a big fucking head. No, yo, but the one day he's trying to get a jam and he's got the pole straight up and he tilted his
Oh
head
my
back
God.
with me behind him and it was just like, boom. I couldn't believe it. Biggest fucking head I've ever seen. I don't know about that, but it's big.
Holy.
Should not, man,
Oh man, that was good.
Yeah, no, I never got that angle from it top down, but I saw him take his hat off once in the mod, and I like in the back of my head I was just like, oh, Mega Mod. That's what Dan said. And it clicked.
Dan's an influencer, man. I tell
A
you.
little bit. Oh, 100%.
Here we go. Here we go. All right, so Ian, I tell every guest this. Did you do your homework? What kind of cars did you own before? You know, you got a car list. What do you got?
I didn't write down a list, but my list is short.
I'm
and
prepared.
I didn't do.
So unprepared.
Like Dan.
I didn't do a lot of homework, but I mean, I don't need to know too much about what I had. It was nothing crazy.
You're a truck guy, aren't you?
I'm a little more partial to trucks because of my brother. I used to be a Ford guy because that's what we had when I was growing up. And then my brother got his first Duramax, and then that turned me towards diesels, and then also Chevy GM. First car was a 2001 Subaru Legacy Outback, fully loaded. Heated windows, heated like windshield and back window.
What?
That's like standard now. Heated leather seats, all power everything, which was like a kind of rarity for an 01. I remember the exact
Bougie.
mileage. We got it in Philadelphia. It was 239,727 miles.
What the?
That's when
that
you
was
bought
my
it?
first car.
That's when you. Is that when you bought it, or you got rid of it?
That's when I bought it with my brother.
With 200,000 miles on it?
240,000 miles.
That was
Holy
a
shit!
deal.
How long did that last?
I had it for almost my first couple cars I've had for about a year each. So that one lasted about a year, and then I wanted a first generation Impreza, and my mom actually ended up getting it for my birthday when I turned 18, I think.
Nice, mom.
Yeah, very nice.
Wait, how old were you when you got your first car?
17?
When you
I think.
first got your license, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Before that,
It's a good first car, I think.
my quote-unquote first car was supposed to be, I think, a V6, like 98 Mustang. That was
Oh, God.
riced out to anything. There was
Sounds cool to me.
I bet it does.
it was the ugly body style Mustang, like I don't think anybody likes. It was all
ugly body
cheap.
style.
Tell John, not me. He's got it.
Ooh.
No, what year?
He's got
John's?
the same one.
Is it?
I think he's got like an old.
It's the one with the more round headlights.
Oh,
Not,
never
not the
mind.
No,
more
I
square
know one.
taillights.
Yeah,
the more
yeah.
square
I know
headlights.
which one you're talking about.
Like they're a little bit longer and rectangular in the front.
Yeah,
These are
yeah,
more
yeah.
round. It's almost like the Catfish Camaro headlights,
What?
but on a Mustang.
Catfish Camaro?
No idea.
Really?
Never
It's
heard
the
of it.
it's the Camaro that people hate.
Everybody hates. It looks
Hates
like
it. It looks
For
like a
real?
It
catfish.
looks like a catfish.
Yeah.
Does it really? Yo, I'm not even joking.
I'm so
I-
happy we're
I
connecting.
think I know which one. he's
No
talking
idea
about.
what you guys are talking
It came the Z28. They probably all did.
about. They
I mean,
all, yeah,
I
probably all
think it did though, and it had I mean, they all come with some kind of variation of a Corvette engine. But,
Yeah.
They all came with T-tops too, didn't they?
I don't know if they all
Camaros?
came with T-tops.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
What the fuck am I thinking of then?
Well, T-tops is the one that has the metal in the middle, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then the Target top
Oh,
is
nice.
when it's just the windshield,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a Supra.
I think
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Catfish Camaro.
That,
Yeah.
You, no, everybody hated that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah.
catfish.
That
look good.
doesn't look bad.
looks pretty
It looks
mean.
like a
Yeah.
Catfish. Look, ready?
I
Look,
like that.
Catfish.
Oh
Camaro.
my god! Did you look at that picture?
Catfish Camaro.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
I
I've never
see it
seen.
now.
No, I've
You
never
seen
seen
that
that
one?
picture.
You're
That's
gonna have to
amazing,
send
though.
that to me, dude, because that is little. That's
And
rough.
the only reason I know it's called the Catfish Camaro is because of Donut Media.
No,
Anyways,
really?
yeah, because the one guy that works there has one, but he's got the one that has the C4 Vet engine
Not the
in it.
skinny dude, right? The one that does like all of. Oh no, yo, I always get confused with Donut Media and the dude from So You Wanna whatever.
Oh yeah, that's what the hell is it called?
I hear.
The,
It's
No.
not-
yeah,
I had
that's
to put
you
it
hear
back.
it? Yeah,
That's
that's,
what you're
what it
talking
is.
Yeah,
about. Okay.
I had to put it back on airplane mode.
That was the guy from Fitment Industries.
Yes.
That's the guy you're
Oh,
talking
the
okay.
skinny kid with the glass. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I watched
He's
all
dope.
their
The,
videos.
the guy who
They're
has it,
awesome.
his name is Jeremiah. He does like one of their weekly episodes.
Oh really?
Yeah, I forget which one. But anyways, the Mustang was supposed to be my first car. It had skulls on everything. It was
What?
the valve
Fucking
stem
stout.
caps.
Got it from just gonna say.
What was it?
What?
Bought it from
Brian
Stout.
Stout.
The skull, everything.
It was the valve stem caps, the hub caps to the wheels, or not the hub caps, the center caps to the wheels.
Okay.
There's a Grim Reaper on the passenger side window. The entire rearview mirror was all skulls with like blue eyes.
Yo, what the
They painted like the interior of the car with like some cheap blue paint that was peeling off everywhere. There was black and yellow, like banana yellow racing seats in it.
Hold on, what car was this?
This is the Mustang.
Mustang.
The one that
It
you were
was-
supposed to get.
Yeah. It was gross, but I was like 16, so I was like, this thing is sweet. Like minus
They
the
got everything
fuck?
with Marlboro points.
minus
Right?
minus the skulls. Like it was a convertible. It had a cool head
Oh
unit in
my
it
God.
that like you
There's
press
no
the button,
way
like
I'd
the
have the
screen
top
flipped up
down.
out.
There's no way I'd have the top down.
Absolutely.
Dude, I thought I had
All
like
those
racing
top
seats in it. Like it had an exhaust on it, so I was like, this like. But then I realized like I went to go like take off in the dirt and it wouldn't even spin the tires. I'm like, all right, this is kind of. It had the ugliest wing on it, and some guy that owned a Del Sol had the same wing on it that came to buy it. And my brother was like, oh, this is like a perfect fit for you. Anyways, sold that, and then that money provided for the Legacy. I had that for about a year. Then I got the 2000 Impreza 2.5 RS
Ooh.
non-manual 4-door. That I got with 125,000 miles on it, which is pretty low for the year.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
That's one that I was telling Ralph. I never did an oil change for 20,000 miles in it.
Blew it
Yeah.
up?
No,
No?
No?
I sold it running. It-
Subarus don't make sense, man.
Yo,
Some of them blow
You
up
don't
with
like
ease.
them? They run forever.
Yeah.
It's your
And the
fucking
thing
baby.
is-
You dump money into it, it's blowing up.
And the thing is, I loved it, but I didn't have the capacity to understand what love for a car actually was.
Yeah.
Like I love this thing, but like I treated it like shit. Like I put
tough
Forester,
love, baby.
I put Forester struts on it, never got in alignment. Like ruined the tires. And then
Forester stress on
I lifted it.
Yo,
and I
yeah,
rode
it was
I rode
a
in
lift.
the woods.
Why would you do that?
Dude, it was called the Bollaroo. I had bullhorns on it too.
The what?
The
You put
Bollaroo.
bullhorns on it?
Bollaroo?
It was my
Bro.
Instagram handle for the longest time. I
What?
got
Really?
I got on like
This
10
is
Subi
going.
pages.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, like
This
off-road
is
pages and
ridiculous.
overland pages.
Yo.
Bullhorns on a GCA. Like,
Yeah.
It was on. They were
talking
attached to the roof racks.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, I
Oh,
swear to God.
I pictured them right on the front grill.
That's what I was
That's what I
figuring.
wanted to do,
Aimed
but
forward.
that's what I wanted to do, but I couldn't get it. I don't think I'm gonna have the pictures in this phone. If I do, I'll let you know.
Oh man.
I had the roof rack set up. I had two big spot lamps on either side. I had the bullhorns in the middle. I had the spare tire on top with the bungee cords. I had a jack next to the tire to keep it from sliding around.
Bro.
I had two LED spotlights on the front bumper,
Oh.
and then LED headlights, low
He was
beams.
ready to go through the woods.
Yo,
Dude,
for
it was
real.
like,
for real.
I
What's
remember.
that movie with Will Smith. He's got everything on the car. He lives in New York. He's the last
Oh
person.
yeah, I am
I'm
legend.
Some shit
Yeah, it was
that.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
why not?
No, what? He had a freaking Mustang. What are you talking about?
What? I
No,
thought
in the
had
beginning he
four
had a truck.
GTs.
What?
Didn't he drive a Ford GT right up to me?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, that red one.
Thought he had
correct.
some kind of Jeep. No.
No. Mm-mm. I don't think so.
I don't think I've ever seen I Am Legend through and through. So
Oh really?
yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's a
sorry
good
there.
movie.
It was decent.
I've seen parts of it, and I know it's definitely good, but I definitely haven't
Yeah.
watched it full like through and through.
The end kind of killed him.
Well, don't ruin
The
it for
end?
me. So
Yeah. Don't say it out loud though. Like it was a killer for me. Like, oh,
yeah, I think that was a couple phones ago that I had
Oh.
all those pictures. I'll have to
see?
try and find them for next time, or if I get invited back.
Goddamn.
I'm assuming that I'm going to, but I don't want to push myself like that.
Yo, like he wants to take over.
But I am close, so it's convenient. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that are close.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised, but it's not really that big of a deal.
So yeah, LED spotlights front bumper, LED high beam, low beam. The first gen Imprezas had the huge fog lights.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they were like 5 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
Like big ass.
Hold on,
fog
they
lights.
came like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they came
Yo,
stock like that.
It's just like
Oh,
the Evo. It's like
okay.
the Evo ones.
I'm thinking the ones in the grill.
Oh, you mean like the ones that are up
Down
on
at the
top
bottom,
of the hood?
right?
Like
the
the
ones
four
in
of
the
them?
bumper.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
those are like the rally ones. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted to get those actually. Like I wanted to make it as bright as physically possible.
That is
And-
wicked. My
Bro,
wife
you need a
hates
Jeep.
them.
Like literally everything you just said about
Yeah.
that Impreza, you need a Jeep.
You need a
You don't
Jeep.
need a Jeep, you need a Subaru.
Subaru. Man.
I feel the same way, but not
Like,
in
I-
that
As long as you're not
concept.
rock crawling, man. It'd
Yeah.
Go flying. through
Like,
the-
Fucking that Forester suspension though.
Yeah, it only lifted
Might
it like
as
2
well.
inches. It's not like I got a 6-inch lift on a
Hey,
01
that's
suit. Like,
that's big
2000.
enough.
Yeah, why
I mean,
not?
because
I
like,
mean, I
that
had
car
enough
is
clearance.
little. That car is tiny, and
Oh.
then you put Forester struts on it. Like
Yeah, and-
2 inches is big on that.
Speaking of ruining it and
Oh,
like
God.
not caring about it, I had to drill out the holes in the rear, like the strut tops, to try to get them to fit. And then
Serious,
when the nuts were too small, I just got big ass washers to make them stay in place.
bro. This is so upsetting.
It was all sturdy.
Yo,
I didn't torque anything to spec, just and then that was it.
Dude,
Huggadoos.
I
Huggadoos.
swear.
That's all you need.
You guys are
Dude, I didn't.
way more alike.
Do you know how
than
long
you
it
think.
took me to know what torque
Whoa,
specs were?
These two?
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yo,
Like-
he just said ugga dugga. Like, yo,
I
he
was-
said that to me a long time ago, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's your impact.
Couple shots on the impact.
Oh my fuck.
Like when I was
Torque spec.
taking my wheels on and off my cars, I knew you had to go in the star pattern.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was torque specs. I just
See, that's
I
a
just
joke.
did that for, like-
be like Dan.
did that for like
Rip your
5
lug
seconds
nuts
and
right
that
off
was
and
it.
break
Yo,
them.
it's bad.
I don't know.
I'll take
I
my
never.
caps off, you laugh.
I believe it, but I never had any troubles like that. In the middle of swapping over to the Forester struts, I pulled a CV axle from my front diff, I think, is what it would be.
Yeah.
And I was driving it, and I couldn't figure out why it was clunking so loud. I had no idea what it was. I drove it from Cresco to Turkey Hill because I had to get gas, and I liked to go to Turkey Hill because I was like saving 3 cents and I was a kid and
That's
money was
ridiculous.
tight. And it was like the whole way there, and I finally got it back up on a jack again, and I noticed it was just hanging out of my car, and I was just shaking it around.
The axle?
Yeah, I think so. And then I just hammered it back into place, and then it stayed. I never touched it again.
Yeah, I mean,
What the fuck?
yeah, because they have like little C clips, but like if you pull it hard enough, it'll come right
And
out.
it's
Really?
because I was jumping on my front suspension to try to get it pushed down enough to get it up into place.
Yeah.
So I'm
Makes
assuming
sense.
This is great.
I'm
This
assuming
is
during the
crazy.
jumping it just ripped it out.
Yeah. Yeah, like all the WRXs are like that. They have like a socket, but STIs aren't like that. There's a pin that goes through, so
Okay.
they
The
don't
axle?
come out. Yeah, on the axle.
That's crazy.
There's like little nubs like that come out,
Mhm.
and the STIs, it just bolts right on, like, and it's like a little like hanger thing that goes through it.
See, I haven't had a lot of cars, but I just have too many stories.
Oh, I have a
Um,
serious question. You sold this car to somebody?
Yeah, I think for over $1,000, probably like,
Damn.
probably like
Did you at least leave everything
like
like
1,400. No, took the basket, took the lights. I put a giant. I don't even know what it was from. I got it from my brother. It was a big ass hook that was like this big, and I hung it off the rear. And I spray painted it white, spray painted the wheels white.
Oh my god!
All my
what was it?
It was like a giant hook. It wasn't like a
It's
tow
like a
hook.
hook,
Not
right.
like a
Crane
U
hook.
hook. Yeah, I think it was like a crane hook. Yeah, and I just cause like it matched everything.
Fucking lost right now. Like
I just
it's
hung
the
it off
first episode. I'm just so confused.
because
I'm
there's a.
trying to imagine all this shit on one car.
I wish I could find the
My
pictures.
brain can't put it all
Dude,
together.
Listen,
You have
know
no
how
idea. I
bad
wish I
this
could
is?
find the pictures.
Yo, everything that he's describing, Rob has done.
I
dude.
feel like if a little
Oh
kid
my
drew a
God.
car
This-
and then drew everything on it,
Yeah,
that's what he drove.
yeah, like scribbled it together. That's what.
It was.
Like, yo, you hand a 2-year-old, like, hey, draw a car. It would probably wind up like the car that he had.
I wish so badly.
lights, hooks.
Yo, down.
What else was on the
Yo,
top?
down to the color of his hook, dude.
Yo.
I powder coated his hook white.
I still don't know what you're like a tow hook.
Yeah, yo,
It's like a
it
tow
was-
hook that's
what
not
was it?
closed.
It's a crane hook. I
A
had
crane
A
hook.
buddy of mine works construction. Had this massive crane hook. They could only use them a certain amount of times, and they got to throw them out.
Did it drag on the floor when you drive?
No,
No. I actually
no.
I welded it in. I took my class 3 hitch. I
Welded on.
chopped one,
No.
welded it into a hitch for a pin, so it just slides into my hitch. So
Into
it's,
his receiver.
it's
Oh,
a
mine wasn't
receiver.
like that at all.
You just hung yours off.
Not even
right?
close. There was a tow point in the back of the Imprezas on the right hand side. There's just like a little like hook that comes down.
Yeah,
that you're
yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to be able to
Yeah, I
pull
know
that
what
with.
Oh, you hung
And-
a clevis off there.
And the bolt just went right through, and I just.
Yeah, you hung a
Ooh,
clevis.
sorry.
There's a difference. There's a hook. That's not a hook. That's a clevis.
It
Oh,
looked
okay.
like a hook. I don't know.
No, it looks like a horseshoe with a pin through the top.
Oh, is that what you had?
No,
Oh,
it
you
wasn't
actually,
closed.
you had a okay.
You actually had a
okay,
hook?
never mind.
It wasn't.
So
It wasn't
a hook.
enclosed like the. I don't
Okay,
know what the
that's
shape
it.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
A clevis, I guess. But no, it was like
Oh, so
it was like
had
a hook. Like
it
you
a
could
had-
hook?
hook something into it.
Holy
Like
shit.
that you could like hook like a chain onto or something. Like a,
Yeah.
like a hook. I
It
don't
was
know how
probably
to
like
describe
yours,
it,
but
like a
just
hook.
smaller.
Yeah.
Just smaller.
It was big.
This is ridiculous, dude.
It is.
awesome.
Like, oh,
I don't
Um,
even think he's got into the interior yet.
absolutely not. Like,
Interior was leather, just black leather. It was good.
No
Carbon,
lights and
carbon
shit?
fiber overlays, and that was it.
bro, it sounds like
I
you,
left the interior alone. I
you
didn't
took
do
this
PlayStation or
gorgeous.
No.
You weren't the only one. Nah, like a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Looked like
put
a-
I guess.
PlayStation.
Looked like an off-road rally car.
Yeah.
It really did.
From the 80s.
And I treated it like it too.
Yo, you know what the worst part about this whole shit is?
That I love those cars.
Yo,
and you know
and
what?
this is
He
exactly
killed
what I'm
one.
getting to. Yo, people like right now are looking for these cars, and you just had one before and just fucked it up. And it was just like,
To
eh.
you, fucked it up. Not to
To
him.
me, it was art.
All right.
That's the only way it can make sense.
That's cool. All right,
In an
I'll give you
artistic
that.
point of
I'll
view.
give you that.
It's a certain perspective, but it
Yeah,
was art.
Yeah, I guess.
What he did to that, when I was young, I used to have delusions. Do you remember the old the AMC Eagles?
What?
Bro,
Sounds
Four-wheel
familiar.
like I
drive.
swear, everything that comes out of your mouth is AMC something.
No, it's
I
not.
don't even know.
Yo, the last episode he said AMC AMX or whatever.
Yeah, that's a fucking amazing car.
Look at he's
The
getting his
one-
wee hard, right?
Oh.
The
And
only
now he's
Eagle I
talking
know
about
is
some
like the
eagle
Talon
thing.
and
It
shit.
almost
no.
looks like a small Jeep Wagoneer.
Yes,
A what? You got a
It-
picture of it? What the fuck is
bro.
Wood side
That
paneling.
done.
Bro, that's the
Like
shit
a-
they drove to Wally World in and fucking.
Yo,
it's
that's
not.
what I was gonna
that's a
say.
station wagon, bro.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
This
what
has
it
wood
is.
inside. No, it's not.
That-
That's
yo.
a
It's not the same
four-wheel
thing.
drive. That's a four-wheel drive car.
Look how
Bro,
sick that is.
For the win, bro.
I would
All day
100%
long.
That's what you were
drive one of
going
those.
for?
Bro, let me
But
tell
no,
Me, no.
but you see, like I would do what you all did to that.
It ain't you all, it's him. That's it.
And
I would never do that shit.
I wanted to do more.
More?
Because there was people that, like, companies that were actually making legitimate lift kits for these.
What?
And, like, lift kits, skid plates, all that. I want to get
Whoa.
full exhaust for it because that's another story.
You
Maybe
might as
one
well
to jump
cut
it.
the exhaust off.
I cut the muffler off. I started
real.
off with
See,
cutting
look,
the
he was
muffler off,
already-
and it sounded like garbage. I loved it, but it was hot garbage. Me and my friend Tyler, we found some like two plateaus that were like uneven, and there was two ramps on either side. It was in the winter, and I was like drifting around it and like going down sideways, coming up sideways, and there was just like rebar sticking out of the ground. Caught my exhaust, ripped the exhaust off. So what I do, I strapped my exhaust to my roof rack and drove it home. And then I went to AutoZone, spent about $70 on all different size piping, and ran it out the back to a 3-inch tip that I also took chain again because I couldn't have any exhaust like hangers because they were all ripped off of my exhaust.
Jesus.
So I took a chain and just looped it from one like hanger up and around, and it just stayed right there. I took it through creeks, I took it on trails.
It
took
sounds
off-road.
so innovative.
I
I'm not
wish it
even
was a
gonna lie.
different car though. Like
That's exactly
when
what
I
I'm
try to
getting at.
picture
That was
on
the perfect
platform,
car to do it
it's
was.
like crazy.
That was the perfect car to do it with.
That is
Hell
so
no.
wicked.
Like that car like
You'd have
never
been better
let me
off
down.
with a Forester.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Well, yeah, of
anything
course.
else.
I would love the
anything
Forester,
else.
but I mean,
Do it a Focus. Well, no, you
I-
can't really even do it a Focus.
I know people like to do what they want to do with their cars, but I hate off-road front-wheel drive cars. Like, I'm part of a TDI group, and there's guys that like lift their TDIs and they take them off-road. I'm like, it's cool in a way, but like, I don't like it because it's front-wheel drive. It's not the same thing.
I've seen some front wheel drive rally cars moving.
Oh yeah, no, front-wheel rally cars are nasty.
Oh.
But that's a rally car.
Yeah,
They're,
it's a
they're
rally,
built
yeah.
to like
Oh,
be
what'd you
rally
say?
cars.
An off
The
Oh,
TDI.
this is like a regular off road. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Did you
but
ever have a TDI?
I did have a TDI. That was the car that was after the Impreza. Good segue, Ralph. I like
Yeah.
that.
Because I'm just like, wait, you said like you're part of a TDI group, and I'm like, wait. You didn't
Well, I
say
joined it just because it was called TDI Scumbag, so I wanted to see what was going on.
Jesus.
Which was a lot of stuff that I would love to be a part of if I didn't get rid of mine. I bought that from my brother for like $2,500, and when I
Oh,
you
goodbye.
guys for not for
What was it, a
2,500.
Jetta?
No, Golf, 2-door Golf, 5-speed manual swap,
Mach 4 or 5?
4. It had the ALH engine in it, which is one of the I think.
Hold on.
What?
What color was it?
Black.
Was that him? It was
What?
turbo.
Was he rolling coal?
Yeah. It's
Was
turbo
it, was
diesel.
it like straight piped and shit?
Yeah. 3-inch
You
turbo
had
back
it at
straight pipe.
Walmart.
Yeah.
I remember it. Yo, the turbo sounded insane. I thought
Dude.
it was a big turbo GTI at first.
Really?
I didn't know until
Dude,
like,
that thing was like stupidly loud. It sounded like a farm
like
tractor.
him
I
through the
sent him
parking lot.
videos.
It sounded like an
Yeah,
18
you sent me
wheeler. Like,
videos. It's fucking awesome.
For real?
yeah.
If I
Did he
played
roll
it next to
coal?
the mic, would it come through or no?
Yeah, it'll come through.
Because I remember I sent him video. It was like a clip that I edited to send
That's
to him
crazy.
because I know he's a diesel guy. So I'm like, Rob will appreciate this. He hearted
Bro,
it
when
too.
when I seen a Golf rolling coal,
Really?
It rolled cool.
oh yeah.
That was me far away
Far away?
because like I made a pass by my GoPro that I had at the time, and I did like a music edit. This is back in my YouTube days, and then I quit.
This got feedback.
The turbo was way louder in real
Yeah,
life.
In real life, it was loud. I don't know which way it comes out the best for the
At the
sound.
bottom.
It's
Well, no, the 10s or the 10 Pro.
straight.
I don't know, it's
skipping
getting real
bad.
choppy too.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, that was super loud. And then I lowered that on the FK street lines. Got a set of wheels and tires for like all together like $450. I got tires off Walmart.com. They're all seasons. They lasted the whole time I had the car.
Nice.
When I first got it, I had 302,000 miles on it.
God.
When I sold it, I had 324,000 miles on it.
Did you when you sold it, was it part of the that Volkswagen buyback shit?
No,
Or no?
nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Because that happened with the Mark 5s and 6s, I think.
Was it?
Mark 6,
I can't remember.
Dieselgate.
The 5s?
Yeah, all diesels. Yeah,
think so.
but like I know that they were cheating doing that shit. Like,
Yeah, the
I saw
emissions
it on
thing with the ECU.
Netflix. Yeah, like I know a bunch of people.
I didn't
that
even
actually,
when I was listening to the podcast, I didn't even know that there's an ECU or an ECU. I didn't know there was a Netflix documentary about that.
Oh yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah.
I'll have to watch.
Well, it wasn't just about that. Every
No.
episode was something different.
Yeah, it was something.
Oh,
different.
okay. It was
yeah,
just
yeah,
part of
yeah.
the like series.
Yeah, yeah. But it was dope though. It was
I definitely
dope.
learned more about it. Like I knew what it was just by hearing about it, and then I watched the Donut Media thing, and then got more information about it.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was just like a giant hole, just horrible thing that happened with Volkswagen.
Oh,
Like,
my God, yeah.
that was terrible for them.
It was.
They were stupid to do it. They were smart to do it, but stupid to do it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Made power.
They
No,
were
it
fucked up,
didn't.
man.
It didn't make any power.
Stock my car 90 horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yo, it doesn't listen. Whenever you have like one of those older diesel cars, like, dude, it doesn't matter.
they're not meant to be fast.
Yeah,
They're
it
meant
doesn't
to
matter
commute.
how fast they are, dude. Like, you got like 70 miles to the gallon,
Yeah,
and I'm
I mean,
just like, dude, like,
Wasn't Mercedes big on those?
yeah, well, yeah.
Well, it's all
Volkswagens,
Euro.
Yeah, all yeah.
Germany. Well, I
Yeah.
should
Oh,
say
yeah,
German
yeah, yeah.
cars.
What is it?
I
Volkswagen,
think
BMW.
Volkswagen,
Mercedes.
Audi, Porsche, and BMW.
I think
What about
Mercedes
Volvo?
holds a record.
Huh?
What about Volvo?
That's Swedish.
No, but
Vol-
didn't they have a
Volvo-
lot of diesel?
They do make
They
diesels.
do, but they're not on the.
Mercedes is probably
The
your
biggest.
lead.
Yeah,
Well,
Volkswagen
they
and
have
Mercedes.
more million-mile car plus car.
yeah.
That's a whole club to be in their diesel club.
Really?
There's a guy up
My
in
bad.
Bro, Lexus has a 1,000,000-mile club
Do they?
Okay.
on
but-
regular gas motors.
I'm talking
Oh.
diesel though.
It's cooler when
I'm
it's
talking
diesel, Dan.
bullshit,
Shut
too.
up.
Why is it cooler? I don't understand.
What is?
The
Million
sound.
miles is a million miles.
It's cool no matter what, but
Yeah.
diesel just sounds better.
Ah,
I'd rather be in a Lexus.
I'd rather be in a Lexus with a diesel in it.
Fuck that.
do they make Lexuses
I don't think they
with
do.
diesel? Yeah,
I bet
didn't
you
think
overseas
so.
at $100 overseas. They
I
probably
was just gonna
every-
say.
Overseas, they get every car, every
Yeah, they
Jeep,
get
everything
everything,
they sell.
yeah.
They're
Everything
like, oh,
that's
yeah, we'll put a
cool.
diesel in it.
Everything that's
there
cool.
was
we
some
get over
car
there.
that I actually heard that got 70 miles to a gallon. That was a small compact diesel car. It wasn't Volkswagen or anything
Really?
like that. It was something else. It was a common car, but I don't remember what it was.
Not over
But I heard
here.
it in it just like another video.
What
Yeah.
does the Prius get?
Like,
I think like
40.
30s, 40s.
no, I think it. I
Oh,
thought
I
it was
thought it was,
higher
like,
than
way
that.
up there.
I thought it was like 65.
I think
No.
it
No?
was anticipated to be
No
higher,
idea.
but like it gets like as of like especially like now like with how good of fuel mileage cars get, I think it's like average.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
old, back in the day, that old plastic Saturn I had, I could get 40 if I laid off the freaking gas. Going
Yeah,
long
Saturn-
I
distance.
could have got a lot more out of my Volkswagen if I wasn't on the throttle so much, but it was just too fun to drive.
Yeah.
It was like driving a small semi truck, especially like going through the gears.
Yeah.
I swear, like the way it
That's
sounded,
hilarious.
like the cold
I
starts were
wouldn't either. I
disgusting.
wouldn't care. Yeah.
Oh my god,
I would roll coal everywhere.
dude, especially up hills, like third gear, like lay on it. It was
Yeah.
crazy. The guy I sold it to, he unplugged the mass airflow sensor, sent me a video. That thing dumped like a tuned truck. Like it was ridiculous.
If you want to do the mass airflow, it just smokes.
Well, yeah, just send fuel.
Yeah,
No,
because
but
it doesn't
fuel
know
left.
what's going on.
Yeah, so it just starts
Do that
dumping
to your
fuel.
truck.
No.
Why?
Because it'll ruin it.
It'll
Oh,
ruin
never mind.
it.
I asked my brother, I was like, "Is that like good for it?" He was like, "No, absolutely not." He's like, that car's not gonna last long.
I know.
I sold that car for $1,000 with a cracked windshield, no inspection, and no reverse. And that's the only reason I sold it is because I didn't feel like putting the money back into it.
Makes
I
sense.
should have because it would have been cheap enough to do probably. I just wasn't smart with my money.
Yeah.
And I had just gotten my Duramax segue into my next vehicle. I had a 2006 LBZ Duramax. Not much really done to it, aftermarket tires and wheels. And then it was honestly in like perfect condition. I ruined that very fast by
Did you lift it?
no.
Oh,
I cranked up the torsion bars to fit 22 by 12s on 35s underneath.
22s?
Yeah, that's not a
22.
crazy
I
size.
don't know.
I think he's
have
talking
no
about
idea.
tires, right?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, rims.
22 by
22
12.
trim.
Oh, wheels?
Yeah.
Wheels are 22 by 12.
But I
My
don't.
tires
I'm
were
running
35
big.
inches.
on my truck.
Yeah, that's
Is
That's
that it?
small. That's small anymore.
Dude, honestly, like people are running 40s everywhere, like 38s and 40s.
rims.
Tires.
For tires.
Their
Yeah,
wheels
like
are
35
24 by
tires
14s.
used to be big.
All right.
35-inch tire used to be awesome. Like,
Let me
yeah,
tell
you
you,
got big tires.
That was like the cream
now
of the
it's
crop.
like 35 is like, yeah, that's
It's like,
nice
well,
stock tire.
save up,
almost.
buddy.
Yeah.
Like,
if you want to run a big tire, you're going to run a 40.
Let me stop you here. We are import guys. We don't know anything with.
you're all metric and
Yeah. This is
whatever else.
Yes, metric.
Kilometers per hour. I don't know.
Listen, every time fucking Rob says something about 35s, I'm like, I don't know what that is.
That's the
35
tire
inch.
size.
Yeah.
All right,
take a
so
measuring
say
tape.
say the regular
Standard
tire
What is
size.
the size, the tire?
So like,
I don't
say
know,
you're
that
running
would
like
be-
a 215 75 R18. I don't even know if that's a real size. Ours
What?
would be like what?
No, he said a regular tire size.
Like 215 65 R18.
Yeah. Okay.
Ours would be, if it was on a truck, it would be a 35 by 12 and a half by 20.
Yeah.
35 inches tall, 12 and a half inches wide on a 20-inch wheel.
No, that doesn't
All right.
make sense.
All right. So.
That makes perfect sense.
All right. So
Honestly-
whenever you order tires, is that what
The
you
first
put
number
in?
you said 35.
Yeah, 35 inches tall.
Yeah, 35 inches tall.
Okay, the first number on a regular tire is like 245.
Yeah,
because it's a ratio.
145 inch tire.
That's
No,
what's
it's a
like-
ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a metric ratio.
Yeah.
It's
No,
245,
it's something
70.
so
way
you
different.
can't compare it then. You're comparing it weird.
Yeah.
No, he wanted to know what the what
I'm
the
not
difference
doing
was.
side by side
No,
size
no, no.
comparison.
All right. So.
I'm just giving examples of a truck tire and a car tire.
Yes. All right. So, I know what you're saying, but I understand what they're saying. All right. So, whenever you like say go somewhere to order tires, are you gonna like? Is that what you're gonna say? 35
absolutely.
something? Dumb?
Yeah, I need a
Really?
35.
Is
Yeah.
that how
I
you
mean,
do it?
Because
if
they're
you-
gonna know.
All
They're
right,
gonna
if
be
you
like, yeah,
put
we
in-
got 35.
Listen. If you find a tire and you put in the right size as far as the metric, the ratio, like a 275, 50, 20, whatever it would be, to equal out to a 35-inch tire, you're gonna pay more money for that tire than it would if you just put in a 35-inch tire.
See,
But
I didn't know
they're
that.
gonna ask
Why
you on
is
what
that?
size rim though, right?
Yeah, 20. It's still the same at the end. It's still R20,
R20.
R18, R22, whatever.
All right.
So,
So,
you're just
The
saying
number at the end
35
is still the
on
same.
this
The
size
first
rim.
two numbers is
Yeah.
what's different.
Why
I
would
say
you-
35 and then your width, usually 1250 if you.
And your height.
yeah.
If
That's-
you want
that's
stretch
what a
tires, you're on
35.
a 1250
Well,
on
if
like
you
a
have a
14-inch
35-inch tire and you have a 20-inch rim, that's your ratio.
Yeah.
See, when you say you want a 235 40, that's your ratio. 235 40 is your ratio.
And see, when I like started paying attention to those kind of numbers, it was so much easier to look at trucks than it was to look for cars.
Oh yeah,
Because
You're
like
oh,
I was,
want a 33-inch tire, 35.
yeah, it's
40.
easier to know what to run, what size lift, what size
Yeah.
whatever. It's easier to know what you're gonna have when you have standard inches instead of metric ratios. Because I was trying to compare standard sizes to metric sizes.
Yeah. And
And
that's
so if I compare,
that's why he's confused.
if I
you
try to
just pull
compare it,
I'll show you a
I
calculator.
just want to
after
thank
this.
Ian for the
Yeah.
most confusing episode yet. Like
anytime.
from jump, I've just been sitting here like,
I came here to confuse and upset.
It makes,
do what
makes
you do.
complete sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
To
the
you,
cowboy
Rob, this
boots
is little
Yeah.
you
is
talking.
understanding
Exactly.
everything that I'm
The
saying.
cowboy boots, the beard, like
The
you guys
hooks.
don't have
Dub a
freaking
dub, rub, whatever,
Yeah.
rub a dub,
Yep.
tug a tug.
Ugga
Ugga Duggas.
Ugga dugga.
rub a
And
dub.
now like the truck tires, like God, I
I
swear.
think I know what you're talking about, the tire calculator. If you were to compare two different size tires with the same size rim, if you put in different ratios, it's going to alter it like crazy. Or if you put in a 37, 12.5, 20, and a 35, 12.5, 20, it's just going to drop it 2 inches.
Yes.
Or if you change that number drastically, it's going to be like this tire size doesn't exist.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop right now because I'm like
I
getting
know.
I already
confused
gave
like
up,
him.
like-
Yo, like it's
When we're done,
so
I'll show you how
bad.
the tile calculator.
Now,
makes
all right.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you, because Rob, you said that like if we ordered the same exact tire but in metric, it would be more money. Why would it be more money?
Because all right, if I wanted to order a tire that was a 35-inch tire, you can never get exactly 35 inches off of that metric. It's always going to be like 34 and a half.
Yeah,
or 36
34.9, 36.1.
36 and 3/4.
Seriously?
When you
It's
actually
always
measure it,
a
it's
little
never
bit off.
right in there. So that tire size is not a popular size,
Mhm.
but a 35,
Is a 35.
dime a dozen, and then you could buy them.
All right.
Get it Nitto, Toyo,
yeah,
whatever.
I understand. All right, now I
Absolutely.
get it. Now I get it. Why wouldn't you just throw that on from the factory then? Like a 35-inch tire. Like
It doesn't
or-
fit on all sizes.
It
Oh,
doesn't fit-
really?
Yeah, you won't.
Is
I
that
mean,
why?
a lot of newer trucks, they have, I feel like, decent sized wheel wells. Like the new GM front ends are huge.
Yes.
And like you can throw a 20 by 10 wheel on it with 35s and clear.
Yep. They're
And you-
starting to do that more and more now. It's starting to be almost a stock size.
Are they expensive?
They can be.
I'm under. Usually, when I get ordered tires, I'm under 1,000.
I
And
think
that's
my
usually
brother
good.
said it was like 1,500.
Bro.
And he's had those for like 3 or 4 years. And he's
I
still
mean,
got
that's
like
good for
an inch of, not an inch of tread, that's exaggerating. He's still got like a half inch of tread left on his Toyo Open Countries.
Really?
They last
Remember,
a really
you're
long
paying for
time.
load range ease as well.
Yeah.
Nope. Don't care. Don't know what that is.
He said, I want to go fast.
Dude,
I don't want to
just-
slide
listen,
around corners.
I got a truck. Never replaced the tires on it yet. Like,
I know,
but
when
just
you
like
do,
me with
though,
my
because
oil.
when you tow a car around and stuff, you're
oh yeah,
gonna want
yeah,
the right
yeah.
load
I'm
range
gonna
on there.
I'm gonna need load range and stuff like that. But like, I'm not looking
that's
for
what you're gonna-
wheels and tires or anything like that. And
Yeah.
plus, Plus, I was looking at buying like a different set of wheels for the truck anyway, and just powder coating them red, just so that people know like, hey, that's Ralph's truck.
Red, white with red.
Yeah, why?
Please don't.
What is the problem?
America.
It's different putting colored wheels on trucks
blue-
than it is
put blue
putting colored
What'd you
wheels
say?
on.
Put blue
What'd you say?
tint.
It's different putting
blue
colored
tint on,
wheels on
please.
trucks than
He
it is
said it
colored
again.
wheels on cars.
Yeah, all right.
We're gonna put.
Why?
cowboy
Why?
boots
Why
on.
is that?
I just feel like
Yo,
colored wheels
it would fit.
on cars is just
Yeah.
different. I
But
feel, like
why-
I feel like it looks better most of the time.
But what?
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think like
If you
the colors that you have on your Evo 10.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
you had
sick.
some
They're-
some wild colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I put any of those colors on my truck,
It would
it'd
look-
look like a clown truck.
Seriously?
it would look
Yeah.
ricey.
Oh,
it would
Even
look
if you
gross.
did the
doing
Z,
this
that'd be
shit.
racist.
I'm so doing this shit now.
No.
No, it would be Ricey's fine to me. Clown, it looked like a clown.
Watch. Guarantee I'm gonna be rolling
Like-
around with clown shit.
Do it.
Dude,
I'm
like
gonna
my
throw a-
truck is white, bro. I
I'm
can
gonna throw a
put
clown's-
purple wheels on there.
I'm gonna throw a clown
Yeah,
sticker
I
on your
will.
truck. When
No,
you drive
well,
by.
that's the thing.
Third gen.
There's
God.
certain colors you can just throw anything on.
Yeah, white is one of them.
I
and
say
black.
white, black, and I would say silver too.
Silver is, man.
silver
What
dark
can't you put
grayish.
with silver?
Yeah. Huh?
What can't you put with silver?
A lot of color. I feel like silver is just one of those colors that like you need a specific color.
Absolutely not.
That's what I think. I
I
just,
always wanted the bronze rally wheels for my car. That was another thing I wanted to do with the Subaru. The bronze like OZ rally wheels with like the giant like
You
covered
did
over-
enough.
Mitsubishi wheels.
No, yeah, sure. I mean they were.
Oh
on,
no
like,
no
a
no
lot of
oh no
different
no.
rally
I
cars.
know which one you're talking about. I know which one. You're talking
Dan, I think Dan feels attacked by this conversation.
he said you did enough to that.
He's
car.
like, yo,
He's like, I'm gonna
more
start
and more his
crying if
arms
you
are
don't
getting
shut
more
up.
crossed and stuff.
I'm
getting-
fucking
starting to get
relaxed.
this-
Stop.
defensive
That's
over
not what
this.
the vein in your forehead's saying.
Is it really?
No, I was actually one over here. You didn't.
about. He's
touch
like,
my
yo,
spot.
fuck this conversation. I'm so out of this shit right
All right,
now.
then you
Okay,
had the
we're chilling.
Duramax.
Had the Duramax, ruined that by taking down a stop sign with the driver door because I didn't replace my tires when I should have.
Jesus.
That was when I did the torsion bars, just real quick, like off road, whatever you. I don't know how to call it from diverting from the main conversation. My wife's uncle gave me a set of 22 by 12 wheels that he wasn't using anymore, so I bought 35-inch tires to go on those, and I sold the brand new 35s I bought for my 20 by 10s. Well, because of the offset, I couldn't turn for shit, even though. Dude, I couldn't make turns. I cranked my
What, it
torsion.
just rub?
You just rub like I couldn't
Oh.
make it past like a half a turn, and I drove it like that for about a day.
Cut the fenders.
I,
Oh
I,
my god.
I
Cut the
snapped-
fender.
Bro,
Probably-
the
it's
shit
probably
he's done
in-
so far, like,
It's probably
I
into
can't
the
believe you
cab,
didn't
though.
say he did.
It's probably into the cab. Not just-
Yeah,
Oh.
no, that's what it was. Like,
Yeah.
like I sliced a little bit off of like the bottom fairing of my bumper, but I wasn't going farther than like he told me about like a guy that just cut his cab corners
Bro.
straight out and then just tack welded it back together.
Yo, this happened in my garage on a brand
Like-
new, on a brand
new?
new, like Duramax. It was a Denali.
Like that hurts me to my
2500
core.
That's like
With
a
how much-
Hold on, you put the wheels
$8,000
on?
car.
They didn't fit.
So
He
he,
knew
said
they
cut the
weren't gonna
cab,
fit.
And they just cut
And
it.
he
just-
was just like, yo, Rob, where's your saw?
Yes.
dude. Yes,
And you
swear.
handed it to him. I would have probably handed it to him.
dude. He
But
said
I would have recorded.
no,
it.
but
Like,
the
this is
thing
not-
was, you said he was a pipeliner, right?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't. Money
this
doesn't
is
matter to
what's
them.
his name?
Oh,
It's
he-
insane.
Money out. No, not him, but it's a friend of ours.
He
Though.
can freaking buy another one.
Dude,
Yeah,
exactly.
they
And like
they
that,
buy
like
one, a new one
now
every
to
year.
like how I am with trucks and cars, like no, especially that you said a Denali, like that makes me want to cry.
Yo,
And then on
Denali's
the inside,
nice.
like on the inside where it turns, like he took a sledgehammer to the cab and just smashed it in.
Like that hurts.
This sounds so bad.
I want
dude.
I want a
just watched
GMC
him do it.
Denali so
Then
bad.
they were in. He's
That's
like,
an
"Is it clear?
$80,000 truck.
Is it
At
clear?
least.
Is it clear?
Imagine taking the GTR and just like
Just cutting the fenders.
slamming it on coils and buying the widest wheels. Like, yo, they don't fit. Let's cut everything.
Like just cutting the
And
fender
just
straight out wide
drag
body
it down
kit.
the block. Like, yo, it's good now.
Yo,
Cut
you
the
know-
muffle off.
You know what? Yo,
Good.
bringing up the GTR, I have a really funny story before I actually forget, because I will freaking forget. So on my way home from work today, I was going to Dunkin' and I passed the airport. We live by an airport. Yo, there was a helicopter like hovering, right?
It's an airport.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, but like they have like training there,
Okay.
where you can get your license. And I really thought about it. Yo, I stopped the car on the side of the road. I took a video and I sent it to Danielle. And I was like, yo, babe,
You've been talking about this for a long,
Yes.
long
Oh,
time,
wait,
long
what?
time, right? So I said, babe, I need one. And you know what you know what she tells me? She's like, go ahead, trade the GTR for it.
For what?
For a helicopter.
For a helicopter?
Oh, for a helicopter.
And I was like, babe,
I thought you meant for a license.
no. I was like, yo, for a helicopter.
I don't think you could buy either with selling the
Listen, but yeah.
How much
Why
is
do you want a
Yeah,
helicopter?
Yo,
License.
why wouldn't you want a
License.
helicopter?
I mean, it's a helicopter.
It's not free. You just gotta pass the test.
No.
No, you need like extension training. But anyway,
Like a helicopter would be cool, but like if you don't have helicopter
Go-
money, don't buy a helicopter.
bro, I would park
Helicopter
that
money is-
shit
is
right
like-
there.
Just put a flat pad on top of your pool. There's
Fuck
a
a
pool over
pad,
there.
bro. I would
And
just
just land
park
right
it
on
in
top
my
of the
freaking grass. I wouldn't even care. But yo,
Can you
I
imagine
You
you
can't just fly the shit anywhere.
yeah, you can.
No.
I don't.
You need your FAA like thing or whatever, and you can fly it anywhere.
That's
you want.
within how many feet of the power line? I'm sure there's some kind of law, bro.
No,
No,
you
no.
can just come in and land.
Yo, girl, no.
Especially, all right, if he builds an
It's so
ultralight,
people could just be flying around like, yeah, I got this,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
drop wherever.
Yeah.
There's no way in
Yo,
hell.
Oh shit,
people
he got
keep
the Mark
their-
One.
Yo, people keep their helicopters in their garage, bro.
yeah, they land in
Roll
their
it out.
driveway,
Yeah.
they have little jacks. and
Could
they
you
put it
imagine
on the
They
road.
sitting-
jack it up. Yeah.
Could you
Push it
imagine
in.
sitting in the parking lot at work and you just hear,
Yes.
you're like, oh shit,
So you
Ralph's
could
here.
drive it to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't, but like, yo, I
You
told that.
could
yo,
though, like
yeah.
I wanted
You
to get
fly
a
it
dirt
not
bike
against
to
the
do
law.
that.
Like Walmart can't come outside. Like,
No, what
yo,
are they gonna
Matt,
do?
What are you doing?
Like, no.
I
If
wanted.
you're thinking like you'd actually need an individual flight plan every time you take it's not like that.
No.
Not unless you're going far. If you're staying underneath a certain height and
Yeah.
stuff like that, I'm pretty sure they don't. And like I said, they also make those. Well, I don't know if they do it in helicopters. I know like with the small planes though, the ones that are ultralights, you don't even need a license for them.
What?
You do not need a license for
That's
ultralights. If
wicked.
it's under 500 pounds, single seater,
Oh no, I think
You
it
can-
would be
A
little bit
death
more
trap,
than
you mean?
that. What do you mean?
pretty much. They're
That's what my
basically a
Volkswagen
kite.
You know
You-
how you should start, Rob? I've seen. Yo, I'm so
Yo,
mad with this
he's
shit.
So bad. Yo, he does the same thing.
Yeah.
We were talking about it before you rolled up.
Yo, you gotta look up these
Yeah.
things. It's a seat, right? And it's got a fan on the back. Yo, I swear to
And
God.
you
Oh, with the big
No, it's a seat. You sit in it. It's got little wheels and shit. You start
with
it
the
up
big
and
wing
you
on
sit
top,
in.
right?
Or a parachute.
It might have two wings.
No.
It's flat on top, looks like a Dorito. Those?
No,
No, is it a parachute? All
no,
right,
it's
go
not
ahead.
a parachute. It's got a fan on the back,
Go ahead.
two wings, and a seat. You turn it on and you start
Like a
chugging.
jetpack? You
Almost,
fly
but
around?
you're sitting down. It's got a little seat.
Oh, that's good.
And
You're
like,
comfortable.
yo, I seen this dude drove it to McDonald's, like just to get like a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Is it a
I mean,
parachute?
I guess-
Now you're fucking bugging me out. I
I
don't
don't-
remember that much.
Is it like a big fan? Like one of those
Yeah,
like
yeah,
giant
like
blades?
that
that's
shit
like-
where
it's
you
probably
drive in
like
like an
this.
alligator swamp.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
about
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
He said that I couldn't think of the word, and that's
It's
alligator
not a
swamp was the perfect
parasail?
thing.
It's not a para-
Not a parasailer.
it's,
That's what I thought it was, a parachute.
Me too. With the giant like the
Yeah.
set like wing that's on top,
Oh
and
no,
you just kind of
that's
say,
not
just
what I was thinking about.
No, that's-
I was thinking about
That's like an ultralight. That's
Like
what
this
I'm
shit,
talking
I
about.
think
don't
you
need
like
a-
not-
literally
not
pull on the
enclosed?
wings to
Those?
turn.
No, those aren't wings, dude. Like you're on a that's a parachute.
like a
a
canopy.
parachute.
yeah,
No, it's like a parachute.
Yeah, it's a
and you just-
parachute.
you run.
yeah.
No,
you run.
The one I'm thinking of, I don't think it's a parachute.
Yo,
bro.
you turn that shit on, you
Paraglider?
run, and
No,
no paraglider.
That's no
is
engine,
different.
right?
Oh no, paraglider is.
You think so?
I think that's a paraglider.
Would you do
You
that?
guys are throwing.
I
me
would
way
100% do it.
Yo, you're by yourself, bro.
I don't. Why, dude? You still have another.
this-
you have an
no,
emergency
uh,
parachute.
I
On
like the
some.
paragliding.
Wait, all that
that's not
shit
what it is.
connected
On
to you?
some.
Yeah.
On some you have. It's
Well,
called
why-
a ballistic chute.
They got
Why
one,
would
they got
I
one for sale
run?
on eBay.
What?
One of these?
Let me see. No, not like that.
Not
That's
like
an
that.
I think
That's
that's what
not-
I was
that's an
thinking of.
ultralight?
That's not the one that.
Okay, because
It doesn't
there's
say-
people
got a
go out
fan
and
on the
buy
back?
that.
Yeah,
You
that's,
can just go buy
dude,
that.
that's
and
only
then-
$450. Let's all chip in.
What?
And we can fly it. We
No.
don't need a license for that.
There's people
No,
where
I know.
when I used to live down in Cresco, there was our one neighbor used to be out and be like, "Oh, there's Pete," and
That's
he's just going over our houses.
crazy.
And
Oh,
like,
and there's parachute ones too.
Yeah.
oh, is that the one you're talking
Oh,
about?
Let me
Yeah,
see.
I think that's
it
it.
right
See?
there.
Yeah.
That's it.
That you would do that?
Yeah, I would want. I would absolutely do
That
that.
one's only
horrifying.
$158.
Yo, I would
My luck,
absolutely.
You
do
are
that.
out of your mind.
Bro, you can't
By
even
like a
go
gust of
30
wind.
feet in the freaking air with
Yo,
me.
Exactly. That's why I would never do that shit.
It's just a
They
parachute.
go up.
It's
Yeah,
literally
Those
just
guys-
a parachute
those guys,
attached
they
to
go
a
up
fan.
high.
Yeah, they go up high.
My luck,
I
a
know.
gust of wind, and I end up in Jersey.
Yeah, no,
I'd be in
that's
Jersey somewhere.
Oh my god.
just find a White Castle.
It'd be
I
like
panicked
it'd be
to
like
find a White
Deadpool.
Castle.
It'd be like Deadpool 2.
Oh.
Deadpool, when they come down, I'd break
Who? What?
Deadpool.
Deadpool
Two.
2. He said the
Yes.
poo 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get it out. I couldn't
Listen, do
remember.
you know who played that character? Oh, the character that died, that invisible guy. Did you see that?
What?
How the hell do you see an invisible guy, Ralph?
Yo, when he died, he actually like
Oh, yeah,
materialized.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
You know
like
who
blood
won?
everywhere, right?
Well, yeah, but
I never watched.
he got a. Oh, you never watched? Oh yeah.
I watched
you gotta
Deadpool
watch
too,
shit
but I don't know who.
it was Brad Pitt.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
Who was the guy that came down in the parachute and went into the
Oh yeah,
The
there was
chipper.
there was,
Was it like a wood chip or
Doug.
something?
He had no. He just he answered the ad, the Craigslist ad,
Yeah.
and he had no.
Oh, was that the big dude from Ted? He worked in the same office.
He had a mustache. Yeah, like
I'm not-
chubbier guy.
I don't
know if it's the same guy.
But
It's
anyways,
the I can't.
that's all I thought.
Patrick
It was like,
Patrick
I'd end-
Warburton.
I'd end up.
He does the voice of Joe on Family Guy.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think it's the same guy, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But that's what happened to me. I'd end up in another state somewhere. with gust of wind.
I think
That's
I'd
all right.
pass out while I'm up there and just die because
Yo,
I
he
can't
said-
control
Oh,
it.
you-
Listen,
can't
just
get
die.
3 feet off the ground
I-
and stop.
that's
Yo,
what I'm saying. I think
if
I'd
you
literally
see
pass
him
out.
at work, bro, like, you know, like, we have these, like, reach things or whatever.
Yeah, you stand in them
stock
and you go
pickers.
up with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, we're tethered in.
Yeah.
Yo, you can't
In
get,
a
like,
box.
3 foot off the ground. He's like, yo, what the fuck?
They
is going
start
on?
fucking wobbling.
Yo, of course they're gonna wobble.
Yo, they could tip. I don't care what nobody says. They
Yo.
could tip over. You're telling me there was never a stock picker accident in any?
If you
Oh,
go
yeah.
fast
Warehouse.
enough,
No
Do
idea.
something, Yeah.
But
I don't want
But
to
I
be
was
there.
stopped and I just drove up and down.
yeah,
if
I
you
wasn't
go
driving,
fast enough
like-
around a corner with anything up in the air, you're gonna flip over.
yeah, you're gonna tip.
Actually, you won't, and then they won't let you. Like in a stock picker, actually, when you're all the way up,
Oh,
if
the
you
speed's
turn more
limited,
than
right?
if you turn more than like
Oh.
just a little bit, it
doesn't-
shuts the whole machine.
You know what
down.
I'm mainly
Really?
scared of? I think when you're on the lift, you hit a piece of wood this big. What
Oh.
happens to your lift? It fucking
Complete
it's
stop.
like yeah, you pull the e-brake.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine being up in the air and
But
hitting that?
how fast can you really go when you're all the way
You're
in the
not
air?
going
You
that
can't-
fast.
Like, I hear-
half a
It
mile
might.
an hour.
Not when you're all the way up. Not when you're all
Oh
the way
no,
up.
No.
it's
Tim
shut-
drove past me the other day. It was lowered, but he was fucking moving.
Yeah.
Because like I hear
Yo,
you
you
guys
book
drive
it.
by, it's like beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep,
Yo,
Yeah.
but it's
and like you could have read me
The
the
higher
a
you
story
go.
the
Yeah,
whole
the
time
higher
we were
The
you-
gone.
higher you go, it's slower.
Yeah.
Yo,
You're okay.
fucking Rob bugged me out, man. The same day, like after we were done, was it the same day?
Yeah.
It
Same
was.
day, Yeah.
So I went to take the test, everything. Like I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but I tried. So after that, like my heart's racing. I'm fucked up from this. I'm like, man, that fucking thing is scary. So then Rob comes to my aisle. He's like, yo, Dad, watch this. And he's like up there fucking with me. I'm like, man, just
He's like,
come
no,
down
you
from
said,
there.
You said
Calm down.
Just calm down.
you can't touch the ceiling, and I was like, yeah, I can.
Yo, this motherfucker went straight to the fucking room. I'm sitting there like, Rob, stop.
Oh my god.
Yo, hand
I would've-
on
I
the
went up there. I
ceiling.
was like, this is like ding, ding, ding.
I would have paid to see that.
Fuck that.
I was above the mod.
See,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
Yo, you could
obviously.
probably see
I can
to,
touch
like,
the
the
ceiling
other
from the
side.
mod.
Oh yeah, you can see the whole
Above
the
all
whole
the
bead
mods.
building.
Yeah, yeah.
I was looking at merge actually.
Our
the
quote unquote
beds.
That's
stock
scary.
pickers at Johnson & Johnson were not that luxurious.
Really?
I'm sorry to get off again, but like
Yeah,
I have
no.
to.
It is what it is.
Ours was a metal cage strapped to the forks with a chain and a dog leash end. And that's the safest thing we had. One time we were
Seriously?
driving, and they just haul you
basically,
around.
Ours is a fork with just a cage on it.
Yeah.
Well, yours
but it's,
got
at least
a
it's
pin.
bolted down.
I mean,
Not
you-
bolted, it's
it
just a-
is.
Those bolts
Yeah.
aren't through anything.
They're
It's
just to tighten it?
They're just squeezed.
What?
So it doesn't rattle.
it's like when you put like a
Bro.
You're held up by a pin, is what
There's
he's
no-
saying.
There's
Bro.
only one pin on the bottom underneath the
All
basket.
right, let's like not. That's
And where was I standing when we went for the ride?
probably all the way in the back.
All the way in the back. Where's it going for?
Yo, you're
That
tethered
way-
in.
You're tethered to the machine.
Yeah, to the machine, not,
Not
the
to the
freaking
cage.
basket.
No, no.
I was tethered to the cage.
All right, tell me this though.
the cage was
Because you
going.
couldn't get tethered to the machine.
Oh,
Because
Oh,
you're
you
sitting
had a
on the
headache
forks.
back- Oh, okay.
Oh,
And,
you're gone.
Dude, it was insane, and they would fly around corners like crazy. You'd have to hold on to either side, just like Jimmy, slow the fuck down. And then I don't know. I'm sure they would slow down if you went up in the air.
Yeah.
But one time I was up in the air and I looked down and my chain is swinging, and I'm like, I'm not even hooked in right now. I had my
Dude,
suit on and I was tethered to it, but I'm like, what help is that if I'm just gonna fall with the whole cage anyways?
you're gonna Spider-Man it, bro.
That place was super ghetto
Just jump
to
out
work
onto
in.
it.
That
Where
was
was
crazy.
it?
Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson.
Right down the road from us next to the
Which
airport.
side did you work on?
The Johnson & Johnson side. The other side was FedEx.
Oh, never mind. That's after. I
Like
worked there.
Johnson & Johnson had like this much of the warehouse, and FedEx had like this much of the warehouse.
See, when I
we
was
had, like, a
there,
corner to work
there was
in.
like Johnson was like the nice part, and
Oh.
then there was Johnson and Johnson.
How long
like,
ago was that?
You didn't need a green card to work on that side.
Oh,
No, yo, they raided
That's-
it. Like
that's-
they got in huge trouble.
yeah,
Really?
they really
Yeah.
did.
Holy shit.
I heard about it when I was working there.
They raided it because there was a bunch of illegals working there.
Yeah, no, that's
I
it's,
swear.
it's I'd probably say it's like a 95% Spanish working warehouse.
Really?
And like a lot of the people who are like the supervisors and line leads and all that, a lot of them don't speak like very good English. So like there was a really strong language barrier when I was working there.
Holy
It was crazy.
crap, man. This is insane.
Until I became a forklift driver, and everybody was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah. That's
So
pretty wicked.
Duramax,
Yeah. Yo,
So
we
Duramax,
went
yeah.
way
off. We were in the
Yeah.
sky and then in the warehouse.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Uh,
Talking about heights.
bald tires. Never put. I sold new ones that I had to put new ones on the 22x12s. Put the 22x12s on, took them back off because I couldn't turn for shit, couldn't drive anywhere, and I had the Carolina lean going where I squatted to the back. I was disgusting, and it rode horribly. Like I was every time I saw my truck, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, who drives this truck? And then I have the keys in my hand. So then I put the other wheels and tires back on. They were bald. I was on my way to overtime one day. Slid around a corner, took down a stop sign, ended up in a ditch, ruined my whole driver's side door and my whole rocker. And this truck was in perfect condition in the body.
Yeah, it was.
There was a few paint chips like underneath the fender flares that were on, like the stock fender flares, but like that's just from like rubbing and like years of them being on.
Yeah.
But before that, dude, that truck was in mint condition, and like I to this day am upset with myself that I ruined a perfect condition LBZ. Like,
hold on, what happened with it? Like,
I hit it. I took down a stop sign, never got it repaired.
He wasn't paying attention. That's fine.
And then,
no, but I'm saying though, like, you sold it?
yeah, I ended up selling it.
Oh.
And then
No, I didn't know if like he ended up totaling it or.
It wasn't total. It was still
Oh, okay.
drivable. Like there was
I'd
no
only
like crazy
see him
wind
like
sound or
once
anything.
every 2 months, and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna sell it. I see him 2 months later. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
gonna
it.
sell it.
I
For sale
remember-
signs on the windows. For sale
A
signs
lot of
off the
people are
windows.
like that with cars. I'm gonna get
Dude.
rid of it, and then I'm gonna keep it.
And then I would do like a small pull in it, and I would just be like, oh, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Then I had like something else to go on. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking sell it.
That's
then,
how it is. That's how it goes.
Then I hit a deer, ruined the big like cowl hood that came on the later year Duramaxes after 05. It was like 06 to 07. They had the bigger hoods on them.
Okay.
Ruined that, and then my front bumper kind of pulled down a little bit, and then also the fender got dented in because like I hit the whole deer and I like wrapped around the front of the truck. It was leaving Walmart, and people were driving by me like looking at me because I was throwing the front end parts of my truck into my bed over my truck because I was so pissed off. Like I had just put LED fog lights in, like the pods. I put those in the front. Those are super bright. I just put those in. I threw my whole grill over my truck into the bed. And do you remember Eric something? He was an order filler.
Saldivar?
No, Eric Saldivar. He was an order filling. Then he went to DA.
I don't know.
Big ass calves. I don't.
What?
Tattoo. I don't
Big
know.
ass calves.
That's very weird.
No, you notice some shit like that when you work around people long enough.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Bob
Oh,
Gelati's
We
got
talk
some
about
big ass
stuff like
calves.
that. About
Talking
Yeah.
about people's legs.
Yeah, you said that one skinny kid's legs.
Don't even
Dyson?
say
We're
it.
not saying it, but
Don't say it.
Okay, I
I'm
won't say
saying
it.
it all the time now. Like, but anyways, go on.
I'm telling you, notice people's features, and that's how you identify.
That's not a
Megamind.
feature.
Megamind. See?
Yeah. It just,
You don't miss that though. I'm not walking around staring at people's calves.
Well, no, but like if you're gonna look down and like you'd be like, oh shit, those are my
Positive.
calves, and keep moving.
Alright.
Anyways,
so weird.
went to Harry's. You pull it. Found a hood, a fender, and a door. I think.
Oh wow.
Oh no, I pulled the hood off of a guy from Marketplace, but I found a perfect condition, color matched door and fender. Installed the fender myself. That one actually went not super easy, but it went easy enough for like a DIY install.
Yeah.
The door I couldn't do because I had to take out all the motors. I had to get all the different like pulleys and lines and
gonna
whatever
say,
for the
yeah.
windows and all the motors.
stuff.
I'm like,
Yes.
I'm not
That's
touching
a
that.
mess.
That's why I left the door like that for so long, and it just looked like shit, and I hated it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sell it. Like, I don't like pay because I got it with a vehicle loan because like I didn't save up. I just never good at saving money.
Yeah.
It's like when I started at Walmart, I knew I was gonna have more than enough to be able to get the loan.
Mhm.
Got the loan. I was like, I want to buy a truck. I had very. Speaking of trucks,
What the fuck is that?
Cummins. Yeah.
That was a truck.
Yeah. What did you think it was? A Honda?
5.9.
Nah,
I
yo,
don't know.
I didn't know
hear
what it
something
was.
though.
Yeah.
That was a 5.9.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't.
They're two exact, completely distinct sounds.
Alright.
I
You
mean,
know.
I don't know them that well enough, but I know it's
Rob.
definitely a Cummins. What was I just saying about the truck?
You said like
Paint mash.
I got the paint matched, whatever else I got for it. Kept it for a little while. The money. I got a vehicle loan for it because I was working at Walmart. I was making better money than over at Johnson & Johnson.
Mhm.
Knew I was going to get it, so I bought the truck. I had very specific requests for what I want. I want to get a 4-door, fully loaded. I end up with a extended cab with cloth interior. Yeah,
That's
I
a little
settled
bit
after
off.
a while. The first one I was
Settle.
supposed to buy was making like 600 horsepower. He had it built. He had the trans built. He had it sitting on like a 6-inch lift, 20 by 12-inch wheels on 35s, like super nice extended cab long bed. It was white. It was gorgeous. And then I was like, oh, like I got the loan. I got the 14,000. Like I'm ready whenever you are. He's like, I can't let it go for that much. I'm like, that was your listing price.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm literally giving you what you asked for it.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I can't do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
so I actually almost ended up buying a WRX in Vermont because I couldn't find any more trucks to buy. I talked to my bank. They said as long as it's within the same price range and it's worth the value, you can buy whatever. You just need to change it like when you get to that point.
Couldn't find a local WRX.
Not that I wanted. Like I wanted like lower mileage.
It is.
I found like a 2014 with like 80,000 on it. Which I mean wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I talked to my one friend. He was like, "Dude, that's crazy high." I'm like, "That's not crazy high."
That's. I mean, nowadays it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
No, but anybody that like somewhat knows the rules, you know, every 100,000, I guess. So
Yeah, exactly.
80 is
But
like, damn,
no,
we
he
gotta
just
do it.
did a head gasket, water pump, timing belt. Like he just did like
so
the
it was
works.
good for another 100.
Yeah,
right?
it was good. Going to be good for a while. Didn't end up getting that. Ended up finding the extended cab that I had. Sold that. What did I have? Oh, I ended up getting my Honda that I have. It's 2019 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport, 6-speed manual. I made sure that if
That's a hatchback.
yeah, it's I love my car, but I hate the hatchbacks. And I bought a hatchback because I like the hatchbacks more than the sedans. But like when you're
That's not a hatchback.
it's a hatchback,
It's a four-door though.
4-door hatchback. It's got a hatch.
Look at that.
It's not a trunk. It's a hatch.
For real?
I swear to
It
God.
looks like a sedan from
Dude,
here.
I know it.
If
Like
you
when
walk
I'm
over to it, like
when I'm passing them, like on like the road or anything, it takes me so long to see if it's a hatchback or a sedan.
Really?
Yeah.
Do
because-
they look?
They look very similar.
Do
because
they really?
My wife got hers like a week before I got mine. She got a sedan and I got the hatchback because I think that was like one of the only ones that they actually had on the lot to get. That was a 6-speed. I actually bought it after leaving
Wait,
overtime.
that's a 6-speed?
Yeah,
And it's turbo.
and it's turbo.
That's dope.
1.5 liter turbo.
That's dope.
That was the only way I was gonna lease a car. Was I was like, it has to be a 6-speed manual. I'm like, if I'm gonna lease it, which I didn't really want to lease. I liked owning my vehicles.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though my truck wasn't owned, it was owned by the bank. I'm gonna get shit for that.
That I mean, that's it's close enough. It's
Yeah.
close enough.
I
so
was
at
like,
leases, you can't really do much.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say.
So this
but
is a
you
lease?
can buy a $25 exhaust from the Queens and slap it on for 3 bolts, and then just swap it back on before the lease goes back because you don't throw any codes because you didn't fuck with the cats.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I did do that,
Yeah.
and now it sounds.
It does sound good.
It
It does
decent.
sound good.
I appreciate that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
for a Honda,
For
I thought
what
it was gonna
is,
sound bad,
It sounds good.
and I'll
Nah, it's
take
turbo.
Yeah. That and
I
yo,
think
that
that's
makes a
gonna
big
take
difference.
a lot of that raspberry.
Yeah.
that. I guess it does.
Yeah,
but,
the turbo is the determining factor on those. That's for sure.
I definitely like the cold start on it. It sounds a lot better than I anticipated.
Yo, it's loud as fuck when it's cold start.
I know.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
loud.
heard this car.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll listen to it afterwards.
yeah, there you go. I don't
Yeah.
need to do more sound clips.
Yeah.
Ralph, I'm sorry. So I ended up leasing that, sold
yeah.
the truck, and then I think just this past March, my wife and I leased a 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Really?
So now we have that. She has her Honda. I have my Honda. And then before she got hers, she needed a commuter car because she was putting too many miles on her other lease that she had, which was a 2018 Acura RDX. So her uncle, he owns a body shop, bought a Camry that was like, it was in an accident in the front, so he bought it for like under $1,000.
Nice.
Fixed up the front end, and it's like
Nice.
a brand new car.
Yeah.
And it only has 75,000 miles on it.
That's
so that's gonna run
nothing.
forever.
Yo,
Should have kept
Toyotas,
that Acura, but
Toyotas run forever.
They do.
Like
They
I
do.
don't really hear too many problems unless
What?
they get into
I,
accidents.
Acura
you know?
was pretty quick. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like for like
They're
a
nice.
for like a mom car. it
RDX.
was-
Yeah.
it had
What?
beautiful one.
RDX? That's the
The newest RDXs are like
the
way
what you call
nicer.
it? Is that like the not
That's what she
minivan,
had, right?
like SUV? It's an SUV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the RDX and the MDX is above that. That's the big
I
one.
like those. I like those.
No, they are nice.
The RDX, I think, came turbo too.
Yeah, I was about to say I think they were turbo. Was it all-wheel drive or no?
Yeah.
Nice.
And before that, she had a Lincoln. Then before that, she had a
A
Jeep Grand
Lincoln?
Cherokee. And then before that, she had a Mercedes. Her first car was a Mercedes C300. While I had my clapped out 01 Legacy with
Oh.
239,000 miles on. She's never had a car with over like 25,000 miles. Because that's the way her grandfather was when he started getting cars. So that's the way she was when she grew up.
Mm.
And I wanted her to put like Rally Armor mud flaps on her Mercedes and like straight pipe it.
Are you
Because it was
serious?
turbo.
Christ, bro.
I'm
No.
like, that thing would be sick.
For real, no.
I was
Like,
trying-
This dude can't have
Yeah, I
nice
love
things.
No,
I
right?
love it.
Holy
Dude, a
shit.
rally
love it.
Mercedes would be sick. A 4MATIC rally
Absolutely
Mercedes.
not, dude.
I
Absolutely.
can't imagine what goes through his head when he sees a car. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Can I lift it?
fucking, how can I destroy it?
Dude, I swear to God, any car I ever look at, immediately I go to YouTube. What does it sound like straight piped?
Oh my.
I swear to God.
Jesus Christ.
What does it sound like straight piped?
It's awesome.
And I'm not even lying.
That's horrible.
Like if you went
dude.
through my YouTube search history, it'd be like, blah, blah, straight pipe, blah, blah, straight pipe, blah, blah, straight
For
pipe.
real?
So
I swear
now
to
I'm
God.
curious now.
Before
That's why I
you
straight
drove,
piped
did
my
you have
Honda.
like dirt bikes and quads and shit
Yeah.
growing up? Did you like mod them?
No, I didn't touch
Oh,
it. Like I had a 90 for the longest time, and then my brother sold that. And
TTR?
No, it was a 4-wheeler. It was a Kimco Mongoose 90.
You know what's funny is yo, we've actually heard a straight pipe like 300C. You remember that
300C.
C300.
C3, well, C300. It's the same shit.
It's
It
not.
was that one from
That's the one-
Allentown.
Oh, the Benz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That
that's,
thing is fucking loud as shit.
Yo, that's
That was probably one of the loudest cars I've heard
Probably.
on the street.
yo, yeah.
I agree.
Street.
That
I
shit
agree.
was loud, dude.
Yeah.
And that
Was
was
it-
a loud car.
Was it bad loud?
It,
Horrible.
I don't think it was horrible. I don't think it was horrible.
You know what it is? You were too far ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
me and
what
Rob
it was.
heard this. Me and Rob, yo, I'm bad with you too.
Yo, it's real bad, dude.
Me and Rob heard it for miles.
Yeah,
Like for miles.
Did we speak about this on the podcast or what?
a little bit.
We did.
I
All
think
right.
joked around. With
Yeah, dude. So we were coming back from go karting.
Yeah.
And we were oh yeah, we did speak about this.
Yeah.
We were headed back from go karting, and we were headed up through Allentown, and this freaking Mercedes dude, like, yo, straight up cut him off. He had the Z, I had the GTR, and we were going through Allentown, and yo, he raced to get up to me, bro. Like, and at the light, and he was.
I didn't know what the hell was going on.
It
Me
was
neither.
It was
Like,
straight pipe.
when he
C300.
passed, like I was like, I flinched. This how loud this thing was.
Oh my
It was just like,
god.
It was a confusing ride though. Remember, we
Oh,
thought
yeah.
like either your exhaust broke or something. We're like, man, this car's so
something
fucking
blew
loud.
up.
Like,
Like
is it,
I thought
is it our
something-
car?
Did my car blow
And
up?
we're looking
Like,
around and we don't see nothing the whole time, but we hear this thing fucking popping, bop, 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 bop. We're
Was it
what
like
the
a
fuck
tune
is
or
this?
something or what?
No,
Bro,
no.
I think it was just
It was
fucking
just
straight pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
straight
straight
pipe.
pipe.
Okay.
That's for sure. They
Like
they took
headers,
off everything.
straight up.
Yeah,
That-
probably took the cats off.
My first car, the Legacy, was cat straight back after I ripped that fell off in the woods.
You had a cat though.
Yeah, but it was still loud as hell and it would pop. And I passed someone that, like, he was a big Audi guy,
Yeah.
and he texted, we had a mutual friend, and he texted me, he was like, oh, so-and-so just texted me. He was like, did he build that Legacy? Because I was driving by, I was like, whop,
Oh.
whop. And I was like, no, it just sounds like shit right now. That was funny. That was like,
Yeah.
it made me feel good. But
That is fucking hilarious, dude. That's fucking
so
hilarious.
now I have my Honda and the Jeep, and that took a long way to get through like 6 cars.
No,
Yeah,
that's what it's for.
But I mean,
yeah,
A lot of stories in between.
yeah.
yeah. There was a lot of stories in between.
I want to know the $5,000 car.
Yes.
And the
All right. Let's
$500,000
yeah,
car.
because we
I
asked
forgot
every
about those.
we asked
yeah,
every
I forgot
guest.
about those questions too.
So $5,000. You got $5,000. That's all you got. What car would you buy?
I don't remember who said it. I think it might have been Rob said a Honda, just because they're cheap to buy and then cheap to boost.
Did you
I think,
say
I
Honda?
think I did say.
I thought me and Rob said Honda.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought me and you said, but it doesn't matter. What kind of
Yeah,
Honda?
that's-
Tell us about it.
Honestly, I know nothing about early generation Hondas.
Oh,
Not
really?
Not a lick about them.
You didn't watch Fast and Furious or anything?
Oh, yeah, I saw the black ones with the underglow, and it's like they're like
That's what's up, right there.
under the trailers, and I'm like, but they didn't do anything for me. I'm like,
For real?
that's a commuter car. To
Oh
me.
my
It was a
God.
commuter car with a wing on it and green underglow.
It's so awesome. Those were
See, it
19,
wasn't- that
those
wasn't
were 19s
awesome to
on
me.
that too.
Was it?
Yeah,
No,
19-inch
they
wheels?
weren't.
they were, dude.
There's no way.
Telling
They
you,
didn't even make 19.
Bro,
yes, they did.
They did not
Bro,
make 19.
we'll look this up later. 18s tops. I think
Yeah.
they were 17s.
I'm
I don't
pretty
believe
sure
they were
were
19s.
I don't think they would fit.
That's
I
pretty
don't
sure.
think,
huge.
I don't think they made 19s for those cars back then.
Yeah,
I've had
Like,
17s
they
on my
didn't-
Civic at one point and they rubbed.
They didn't have that bolt pattern for that car.
All
back
right.
then.
Exactly.
Moving on.
It'd probably be between a Honda and like a 02 WRX. If I could find one in good running condition.
Buckeye.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I've always been a Subaru person. Like that's
Yo, you such a two-faced bitch.
No,
Yo, you hate those.
I-
Yo,
don't-
I bring
listen,
him up.
no.
I bring him up all the time. He's like, ew, fucking 02. Oh.
the only
listen,
reason I say
don't
02
I don't
is because
like it, but it's Subaru and it's still a WRX.
the only reason
All
I
right.
say those is because that would be the cheapest out of any of the ones that you could get.
Trust them.
Yo,
I mean, you
I'm
could.
done. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
why?
I didn't even hear. What you said. I didn't even hear what you said, to be honest. So
No, I just said.
Yo,
I,
they're so mad. They're so mad.
I don't trust Ralph no more.
Listen,
No?
The,
Wait, if
listen,
I say-
no.
the
if
only,
I want, I used to always think, I'm like, if I ask Ralph, I'm like, what do you think of this?
yeah,
I always thought like Ralph's gonna give me dead honest,
he's gonna be super
like
straightforward.
super straightforward.
am I not?
Nope.
He's not.
What?
No, you just pump me. Yo, those look great, bro.
You just ruined it. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
No, but I've mentioned like in 02 multiple times. Like,
and I don't like them.
actually, you might be able to look this up because I think when we were talking about your $5,000 car,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I said, "Yo, what about a WRX, like a 02 or something?" And you were like,
no,
"No,
I don't know.
that wouldn't
Off-cam.
be that wouldn't be the car that I would buy.
The only
You're gonna
reason I
have to
say
go with
O2
the
is just
archives.
because it'd be the cheapest. And
Yeah.
I've always liked WRXs.
I
Listen,
have no problem with them. I like the O2.
They're-
the,
I
the
don't-
only the only way I would consider that car is if it was in yellow, because no other car came in yellow.
Yo,
Tell me it don't-
Ralph,
give me-
Holy fuck, you're
Did
really
he say
like
no other car came in
digging your
yellow?
shit.
No, no,
right
no.
now.
Any other WRX came in yellow. You tell me.
I think
Hold on,
that's,
what?
I think
Any-
that's true.
There's
is-
two
is-
different yellow WRXs.
No, no, no. Any yellow. What yellow WRX are there?
There's Blaze yellow and there's Sonic yellow.
What?
What are you asking me?
Like, all right. What other
Like, what other generation?
What other generation WRX
Oh.
comes in yellow?
I don't think any.
Any. So
That's
if
what
that
I
were
was saying.
if I had to pick and that would be my WRX, it would have to be yellow.
Yo, I swear, maybe I'm bugging.
I don't like them.
Yeah,
but it
because
would
I
have to
showed
be
you
yellow.
in it. You were like, oh, yellow.
I don't like them.
My cousin's husband had a STI swapped Sonic yellow WRX.
See,
that
I
he
like-
had for the longest
There
time.
used to be one around.
And it might have been him. Honestly, I don't know
Probably.
if
He
it
had
was
like
in the area.
STI fog light covers and shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
I think I remember seeing it. But that's the only that'd be the only color I would buy.
I do like the yellow. It's different. And
Yeah.
then they came out with a limited edition, the orange ones, the WRX.
The newer ones, right?
Yo,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
white
2014.
WRXs are
Oh, yeah.
like,
white.
I feel like they're
Dude,
just perfect.
I
like,
wanted a
WRX
white
is made for
2014 for the
I
longest
feel
time.
like every car in white is perfect. But yeah,
Every-
2014.
2014 sedan. I like the hatchbacks, but I like the sedan so much more.
I want the
With
I want
the little
the STI
WRX,
so
with the
bad.
little WRX wing
The
on
hatch or the sedan?
The sedan.
Ah, see, yo, I like the hatch better.
Listen, I've seen so many sedans, but like me and Danielle, we want a sedan. I mean, we want a sedan, not a hatch. I'm sorry.
it. The hatches are more convenient because
To be honest,
you can
I've
do a
never
lot more
seen
with
Man,
them.
I got a
But
freaking truck.
I love the sedans. I love the sedans more than the
What's
hatches
up?
so much.
What? Why are you giving me that look?
I think it's hilarious. I got a truck.
I have a
Yeah.
truck.
I got a truck.
Yo,
It's
but
a Ram. It's got Hemi.
Yo, what?
this is making fun
Started
of me,
cutting
bro.
ass real quick.
Yeah, for real, because they both had diesels and I got a gas truck.
It's alright.
Oh, I wasn't even trying to be
Yeah,
disrespectful.
were-
it was just funny.
I mean,
You're
I
digging
was.
at me, but
I
anyway.
could never get a truck, bro.
Why?
I can see you
If I
being
were
a
to
truck
get the
buy.
truck-
A truck guy.
Huh?
I said a truck buy, but I meant a truck guy. I couldn't see you being a truck
There's
guy.
Him
one
being
truck
a
I
truck
would
guy?
love,
Oh, there's
but if
no
I got it,
fucking
you
way.
guys would be ripping ass on me.
What?
What is it?
The Tacoma, I told you, I love them.
I love
Nothing
Tacomas.
wrong
Oh,
with-
yeah?
Oh my
Tacomas
god.
are
If you want
sick.
some, bro.
No, you
Listen,
guys are all
especially
like
the new
fucking
ones.
lifted this and
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
you
you
can
do
make
the same
overland
thing.
Tacomas.
I would never. What the hell?
What are you gonna slam it?
Drive.
I'd probably lower it a little.
I mean,
That's
you
all right.
can.
But listen,
Yeah, not bad.
Throw one thing.
Toyota, you could sell their retail for their resale value.
Dude,
on
they
a truck
hold value
is
like.
ridiculous.
Yeah, they're
It's-
like WRXs. The prices don't make fucking sense.
Yeah.
I hate looking at them.
Yeah,
Like
it's a-
Evos, bro.
Dude,
we
older
got a
Evo-
used
Oh,
Tacoma.
don't get me started on
It's
Evos.
like 200,000, miles.
Yeah.
That's gonna be ridiculous.
I thought I was trying to trade. When I first thought about selling my Duramax, I wanted to trade for a smaller gas truck, and I was looking at Tacomas because I like them.
Yeah.
But there's so much more. I'm like, I couldn't get my truck for his truck. I'm like, this is ridiculous, and I have a Duramax,
Yep.
and he wants 18 grand, and I'm asking like 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen them for like 6, and I think that's the
I saw a used Evo. It was a Evo 7 or 8. The guy said he wants like 35K firm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you insane?
Bro,
Like,
that's
what
what
the
they
fuck is
go
wrong with
for.
you?
That's what they
Well,
go
why
for.
do they hold so much value?
'Cause
You'd
you
be
don't
lucky to
make 'em
find
no
a
more.
shell for like 8
I know, but
But it's
Still,
supply and
there's a
demand.
lot
It's what
out there.
What people are willing to pay for them.
Yeah. That's the one thing,
I
man.
guess. I don't
But
know.
listen, let me ask you this. Since you're like somewhat of a car guy, have you ever watched Top Gear at all?
No.
How
Is it just
how come,
you and
like,
me?
Me and you are the only ones who
Dude, like, all right,
I love that show.
I've heard of it, but I
I
never.
watched that show.
Was that the British show?
yes,
Yeah.
it was.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I
Alright.
never watched it.
So the only reason why I bring that up is because one of their like all-time shit cars that they just shit on all the time is a Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah.
And
Is
they-
it really?
and it's been on every episode, dude. Like, and they beat the shit out of this truck.
Oh, they beat on it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you meant shit on it like it's the worst thing in the world.
That's
no,
what I
no,
thought
no,
you
no,
meant,
no,
too.
no,
So
no.
we're on the same
Like,
page.
yo, listen, they dropped a building on it, and you know what happened? Got in it, turned the key,
drove out?
and it turned on.
It turned on, yeah.
And they drove it, and it's like it was part of their
Did they
like
throw
stage.
it off the side of a mountain one
No,
time?
they freaking no. They had
Or
it
they-
on top of a building, and then they exploded the bottom of the
Oh,
building,
yeah.
and it came out, and it came down on
But
top of
didn't
it.
they have an episode where they put it off the side of a mountain and it rolled all the way down and
Oh, it did.
rolled
It
and
did.
everything and they
Yeah,
went in
yeah,
there and it started?
Yo, they were trying
That's
to destroy
insane.
this thing, dude,
Yeah.
and it ran like a
they
top.
thought it was hilarious. Like
Yeah.
every time they
Taco, baby.
Yeah, I think
I
that
love it.
they put it in the ocean too, and all they had to do was just pull the plugs, put new plugs in, Started right up,
So it's like the AK of vehicles.
pretty much.
That's crazy.
So I was just like, yo, as soon as you said Toyota Tacoma, I was like,
Yeah,
I can't even say nothing, man. Like, they run, bro.
and they look good too.
They really do.
I would
Compared
just
to the new,
be
like, the
defeating
new
the whole
Chevys,
process.
The new Chevys look. Oh my god, the whole front end. I don't know what the hell they did to them. There's two
I-
freaking
They do look
ones
good.
stacked on top of it.
I'm not gonna
The new
lie.
Chevys, all
They
the
look-
new Chevys, they all look kind of the same. Like,
They look
it,
Did you say they look good?
I think they look good.
What?
See, when
Oh my god!
when
I
I
think
first
they
saw
look
them,
good.
especially with the way the mirrors come out and up and out again,
Yeah.
like I thought that mirror design is horrible. I still think it is. I'm sure it's for a blind spot reasoning. But when
Yeah.
they first came out, I'm like, this is the ugliest truck Chevy could
Yeah.
ever make.
Really?
And then over time, it grew on me, and I like it to a point, but it's definitely not my favorite truck. Like
Yeah.
I think the new Fords are probably the nicest trucks on the market.
Yo,
I firmly believe
Renzo's
that.
truck was nice.
It was.
Yeah, the Raptor,
Yeah, the
right?
Raptor. Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
I
Raptor.
like,
It's a Raptor,
I
dude.
don't like Fords, but I would drive a Raptor.
Oh,
I would drive
speaking
it.
of it's a
It was
Raptor,
nice.
I don't. This just made me think of it. I heard some car guy ignorance come out of you, Ralph.
Me?
Yeah,
It's all the time.
Sounds
Talking
about
about the what was it, the Integra Type R, or was it the Civic Type R? It was like the
Oh.
first episode,
Same.
Yeah,
right. Oh, yeah.
and he was like,
Integra.
oh, it's a Type R. What does that mean? And then
Yeah.
you were like, well, what's an Evo? And you're like, well, it's an Evo. That's the Type R to Hondas and Acuras.
No. Evo is his own thing. Like,
No,
they
it's
went.
not.
No, it's not. It's a
Upgraded
Lancer. That's
fucking
an
Lancer.
evolution.
It's a Lancer.
It is.
That was-
It is 100% not the same thing.
It's a Lancer.
You
Okay,
cannot-
It's like
Listen.
it's like the Ford Focus
I'm
RS
pretty
to
sure
the Ford
that
Focus.
says
No.
It's like
in
the
the-
it's like the
It says
Absolutely.
Mitsubishi Lancer Evo.
It does.
yeah.
Yeah, but listen.
So it's like a Honda Civic Type R, an
I-
Acura Integra Type R,
I-
Ford
I-
Focus RS.
I will say this. Right?
R32 Golf.
Or we just plucked the heartstrings.
Yo, like super heartstring. All right, so
You see him?
I will say this. I will say this.
Defense mode.
Um,
He's in the corner.
I'd say this: all the Evo 10s, if you pull a Lancer or any type of Lancer next to it, you could see the difference. But you can see the similarities, a lot more similarities. If you pull a regular Lancer up to the Evo 8 and 9, there's no similarity at all. Like, they're not all-wheel drive. All the new Lancers
Bro,
are
you
all
put
all-wheel
a
drive.
Type R next to an Integra, there's no similarity.
What do you mean?
It's different
Does it
everything.
got circle
you
headlights?
if you took a 2014 Impreza and put an
Bro,
extra
Evo has the
2014
same headlights
WX.
as a fucking Lancer.
No, it
So
doesn't.
like,
Same shape. I don't
It's
care if it has projectors
not
or what.
even
It's the
close.
same shape headlight.
Not
You just
even
said-
close.
Bro,
There-
it doesn't have the same headlights.
No.
there's some. They're not exactly the same, but
There's
there are
not
some
even
similarities.
close.
I
We're gonna
have to
do
say
some
there's some
research after
similarities
this.
in the body
Oh,
shape.
no, I think
For the older Lancers,
I think the Lancer was a lot taller.
Yeah, they're not even close.
Well, I will give
4-bolt, 5-bolt. Like,
I will give it that of like it was front wheel drive. It wasn't as powerful, but I mean, and the Hondas and the Acura stayed front wheel drive, but it was still their performance version of what that car was.
no, trust me.
Oh, you thought you were stick with that
No,
one.
no, no.
That was the 8. What about the 10?
I just said if you pull a 10 next to it, like there's all the similarities are there.
Okay.
So it looks like a Lancer. I'll give you that.
The 10, yeah.
But the Evo 8 and 9 is what people want. Like the 10, people shit on all the time.
But
Yeah, but
that's,
yo,
that's,
I'd take a 10. Fuck that.
I mean, I know you would, but a lot of people are just like,
that's just been
10.
stewing in my brain ever since I first heard it, and
I bet it
I
was.
kept forgetting to bring it up. I'm like, how could he say it's just a Type R?
Yo,
like
but-
that's like saying it's just the Evo because it's their performance version.
But
of
like,
their car.
see, I'm not a Honda guy, so listen, like I'm
Neither am
telling
I.
you, just
I
like
hate my car.
What?
I said I hate my car.
But listen, like if you like,
if I
I'm
pull
not
up
even.
to a Type R,
I-
it's gonna look somewhat similar because of the front end, but you're gonna see the vents
Yo.
in the front bumper. You're gonna see the big ass wing in the back.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the little bit wider fenders. Like there are similarities, but there are also major differences.
I'm not gonna lie though. When they're driving down the street, I can't tell if it's
Thank you.
Type R, an EX,
There
that
you
body
go.
style.
Yeah, that one.
The
Yeah.
hatches.
When we were talking about Integras, that's different, bro.
What do you mean? All right, so you gotta explain this because you guys got it on me right now. It's like so is the front bumper different?
On what?
Yeah.
The Integra Type R and
I
the
don't
regular
know. I don't know
Integra.
too much about them. I just know that there is the Type R, and it's like their thing.
Trust me, I
So I'm gonna pass this to Dan
understand
about
all of
looks.
that.
I don't
But,
know looks.
Like
I
yo,
wanna look-
I know
we gotta look
badges.
them up.
when
We
I
gotta compare.
when I talked to Dan on a couple episodes ago, I asked Dan like if I saw two driving down the road.
Yeah,
two,
I know.
They were both white.
You wouldn't tell them apart.
Could you tell them apart? And he said no.
We
So
don't
I'm
know.
just like,
I
so
want to find out for sure.
what is the deal? Like they have the same headlights, same front bumper.
Did they do wings? Anything
Yeah,
like that
they
on
have a
Type R?
The
spoiler.
Type R
Yeah,
had a wing,
they'll have the
like,
spoiler.
it had
Yeah.
ground effects kit.
But
it's
yo, like you
lower,
can buy all
It
that.
has rims.
Yeah.
You could buy all that, but you could say that about any car.
Yeah, I mean that's
I could
true.
make my car look
but
like a
You
you
can buy
I
an
can make my
Impreza
car
and say
into
it's same as an
Gizmo.
STI.
but
Yeah.
you can't make a Lancer look like an Evo.
He could make his
Like
Accord
an
look like a
Evo 8.
V6.
What?
He said he could make his look like an Nismo. I said
Bro.
I can make my Civic look like a Type R. He could make his look like a V6 Accord.
That's so weird.
Fuck the V6.
$500,000 car.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Way off.
Way off again.
500,000.
So 5,000 WRXer Honda just because they're cheap and I like all-wheel drive.
You boost it, bro.
Boost what?
500,000.
$5,000.
I somewhat discussed this at work with you guys. I would buy. I honestly don't even know how much they go for, so I don't even know if I'd have enough. But I would try to buy two 22B STIs.
Oh yeah, you did say
Tell
that.
the world what you're gonna do to this one.
Oh.
No, nothing. I'm not gonna cut the exhaust off this one.
No, you said you were gonna turbo diesel swap it.
No, not the 22B. What am I,
Yo,
retarded?
am I lying? You said you
No,
were
no, no,
buying
no, no,
two.
no, 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 no. Listen, I said I would turn one into like a track monster, and
Yeah.
I would garage keep the other one.
Yeah,
My
he did say
dream
that, he did
build
say that.
You didn't say it.
for all time is any. No.
Yeah, listen.
My dream build for any car of all time is a Duramax engine inside of a Subaru body and
That's
keep it all-wheel drive.
retarded, dude.
What's retarded would be taking the,
Bro,
the
I seen a-
22B
Yo,
out of a STI.
Listen,
I seen a Duramax
I-
in a Prius, so
bro.
I've seen a Cummins in a Prius.
Listen, how? Like, you gotta tell
Lots of
me.
there's some
fabrication.
dudes, yeah,
Lots-
there's some dudes
alright.
that really know how to
Lots of
build stuff.
fabrication,
And
but
I
like,
don't,
how could you
but I
stick
would-
that to the ground? Like, yo, that motor probably weighs more than the car.
The one Cummins that was in the Prius,
Oh.
out of the vents.
Didn't they
the
tub it?
front vents? The front vents, like where the windshield comes down and meets the.
Yeah.
That's where the exhaust came out.
Yeah,
They were
that's
laughing.
right over the windshield.
Ridiculous.
Like as he's
dude.
going down the road, just smashing on the
Can't see
accelerator, and you just black smoke, and they're just laughing.
That seems safe.
How did I make it work? I don't know, but that's why it's a dream build. You don't know how the fuck it's gonna work. It's a Duramax, a big ass 6.6 liter engine
That's
into a small
Ridiculous.
commuter first time driver car.
What do you think
But-
that weighs? Just you
The
don't have to be
engine itself,
accurate.
The engine on a Duramax probably like what, 2,500 pounds.
What? Are you serious?
What? Are they that heavy?
Please, I will wait.
Yo,
you have to look this up.
2,000.
Yo, because
What's
Bro, you could
the
be
car
wrong.
weight?
all right,
An Impreza or
yo,
Whatever.
835 pounds.
Oh really?
835. That's it?
6.6 liter LBZ, which is what I had. 835
Oh,
pounds
that was
engine
way
weight.
off.
With the
He said
transmission too?
2,500.
Yeah, I don't know.
How about with the
Yo,
transmission?
I could have swore you told me the heads alone were a couple hundred pounds. Like you needed a crane to take the heads off.
Yeah, he did say some shit like that.
You did.
I couldn't pull them off by myself.
Probably like
Well,
He's got little
today, all
arms, so
Duramax
that's fine.
I just see engine weight 835. I can't see trans.
All right, so I mean that it's not as much as I thought.
But
It's
still,
probably
like,
a bear block.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
So 800 pounds, like yo, I feel like a regular ass car engine is probably weighs maybe
3 to
350, somewhere around there. Like not a lot.
6'7" comes 1,100 pounds.
Oh jeez.
That's the one
Now-
I'm getting.
What?
that's one you're getting.
Yeah.
He's so
I'm just
weird.
joking. Nah, I showed him a raffle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Prime member too. You followed him, right?
enthusiast, right?
Huh?
Enthusiast? He's giving away a
Yes.
brand new 6.7 Cummins.
I don't know.
Well,
They
no,
have
not
another
brand-
page
no, he
that's
has
called
a-
Prime Diesel.
It's a.
Oh,
it's a
prime
second
driven
gen
diesel.
with- or
Yeah.
It's a third gen.
Third gen.
With a 6.7 in it though.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah,
no,
that's
I just
really
entered a
nice.
different giveaway because I'm a sucker for those. It was for a single cab
Bro,
long bed
why
power
do-
stroke. Dude,
No,
the,
that's not even,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That's
We're
that's a
gonna-
no, this
whole
is
different
I
podcast.
want to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
that
yeah.
another podcast. I brought it up to
Yeah.
Rob. That's
Yo,
a good topic.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
quick-
we were thinking about that. But
My
go ahead.
quick input on giveaways is: worst that happens, you buy a shirt that you already wanted. Best that happens, you win a vehicle.
Yeah.
If it's that legitimate, that's where I'm gonna leave it.
You
Back
know
to
what?
the Duramax and the Subaru.
This is all right. You know what? On that
I'm
note,
not gonna comment though, because I could
yeah.
go.
no,
listen,
dude, me
yeah.
too. Me
right
too.
right off the bat, since we have you on the podcast
Yeah.
and like this is something that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely have you back, and maybe sooner than later, because like we were just talking about like these car giveaways
Yes.
and like how crazy it's kind of getting. Yo, it's
it's
like
I'm
everybody's
so
doing it.
intrigued by it.
let's
like,
So
all right,
am I. I really am.
let's not even get into this. Like
right.
we're already like an hour and 18 minutes in. So
I know it's crazy.
listen, we're gonna leave this off here. We're definitely gonna.
really?
God,
Yeah,
damn, I have
we're
so
gonna
much
pick
more
this
to
up.
say. This is insane.
We're gonna pick this up on the next episode because like we need to continue this conversation.
Definitely.
So we'll see you guys on the next one. Holla at you soon.
Deuces.
later.
Thanks for having me.
That was awesome.
That was fucking awesome.
Yo.
Dude,
I could do this for 4 hours.
See how easy
Time
it is?
goes
Like, just-
by.
it
Yeah,
it
Can I
goes
have a piece
by
of gum?
so fucking fast.
Oh my god. Any Subaru body style, any Duramax engine, does not matter. I'm
Dude.
not picky.
Do you want to come back on Thursday?
If I can, I would absolutely
All
love
right.
to.
If you want to come back on Thursday, we would love to have you back on Thursday.
Yo, as
I know
soon
there
as
are
you
some-
mentioned it, I looked
Yes,
at the time
I
because
was
I was
just
about
like-
to get started.
Yeah, and I was like.